Can we kill the other audio, please?
So I've been waiting for so long, and I finally found someone to stand by me. Get it? Ooh. I don't know who sings these songs, but I like it.
Patrick Swayze sings all those songs.
He sings all of them.
He sang the whole soundtrack.
I don't think that's accurate.
It's definitely not accurate.
Don't fact check us. Just go with what we're saying.
What's up, everybody?
Hey!
Welcome to Lights, Camera,
Cocktails.
Cocktails.
Oh, shoot. I didn't get the memo. I was supposed to sing that with you.
Oh, it's
Okay. You ready to do this?
Take two?
Take two. Do it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome
Hey.
to Lights, Camera,
Cocktails.
Cocktails.
I gave you the memo.
I am Jason.
And I'm Zenobia.
And we have Natalie Davis joining us today.
Hi. I feel weird, like an interview all of a sudden.
It is
No.
I
Well,
want to know your
to a
deepest,
degree,
darkest secrets.
might be a little interview.
Little bit.
Natalie is a great friend, a wonderful actress, and a very talented dancer, which definitely serves for the movie that we're going to be talking about today.
Yep. Oh my god.
Natalie, how you doing?
Great.
Good.
I'm super great.
Okay.
Are you excited?
I'm super excited.
Because I am about to unleash a beautiful drink on all of us.
Which one's mine? Oh, it's all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have two.
Well, we do have Smashley. She is
Smashley
she
is
in
in
the
the building.
motherfucking building.
Fresh from set.
This is mine.
But she hasn't eaten dinner,
You
so
can double
she's
fist
off
if you
camera
like.
for the moment.
Good.
That's actually really funny.
I don't know if there'll be a drink for you. So today, you guys, we are drinking. I carried a watermelon mojito. Okay? And this is kind of my own little creation because I did take from other ones. And so we're going to see how this tastes. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a couple chunks of fresh watermelon cubes into your calling glass.
Nice.
And you're going to put sugar, it said. But I was going to use simple syrup. But then I was like, you know what? I'm about to take it up another notch.
Okay, you are definitely an overachiever.
Take it up another notch. And so I made a watermelon simple syrup today.
Yes, you did.
So
You
thank
guys check out our Instagram because I filmed her making this simple
So
syrup.
I'm kind of excited to see how it's going to taste.
It smells
'cause
so good.
I've never tried it. Okay, so yeah, so you're going to put that in there, half an ounce of your watermelon simple syrup or just regular simple syrup. And you're going to put an ounce of lime juice into your glass and you're going to muddle it. So you're going to muddle
Gotta be-
all of it. Oh, and you're
muddle
gonna put,
the mint.
Yeah, you're going to put some mint in there as well. And you're going to muddle it. Not too much because you don't want to just over muddle it. And then you're going to put 2 ounces of white rum. So we got Bacardi here. And you're going to fill it up with ice, your glass up with ice, and you top it with club soda.
Nice.
And you're going to put a nice little watermelon as garnish. And that is, I carried a watermelon mojito.
I carried a watermelon.
I carried
name.
a watermelon.
Carried a watermelon?
Who's she? I carried a
I
watermelon.
carried a watermelon. She's like, I carried
Is that
a
the cue?
watermelon. Yes. Are you
Yes.
ready? Smashy's?
Smashy's ready to
Smashy's here for her drink. She come from a long
Babe.
day. She walks in and I hand her this awesome drink. So let's see. I mean, I have to make Smashy a new drink.
Wait, oh, that's right.
All right,
Cheers,
so
everybody.
cheers, everybody.
Cheers!
There's going to be some seeds in there.
How do you get
Wait,
around
you ate
this?
the watermelon first, right? Yeah?
I want to get to the drink and then
I
I'll
feel
make
like
that.
I'm gonna make a mess on accident.
I like it.
That's not bad.
Well, that
at
is
all.
refreshing.
That is fresh.
That's why we have the plastic cover. Make a mess. It happens.
That's because of me.
Oh, shit, that's fresh.
That is so.
Nice.
That's so fresh.
Okay, so this is a great
I can't
drink,
wait.
but you also picked a very good watermelon.
I did. It's a really sweet one.
Ooh.
So we are eating the watermelon that it was used, the same exact watermelon that was used in our simple syrup.
So I'm just getting it out the way. Because we've eaten on this podcast before and it didn't work out so well last time.
Well, I brought a bowl of some more.
Okay.
If you guys want to eat some more. And that is
Done. I carried a watermelon mojito. That is delicious. Good job. Okay.
All right, so let me. I'm sorry, it was good. All right, so you guys ready to hear some her story?
What are we learning about today?
Today we are going to learn about alcohol.
In general?
Yeah, you can blame it on it, all right, if you want to. But where did the word alcohol come from, y'all? We say it, but where did this fucking word come from?
It was invented by a man named Al.
Well,
Cohol.
yeah, Cohol
That's his last name.
So, well, it is said that the word comes from the Arabic term al-Kohal, I guess, like A-L-K-U-H-L.
Keep going. I'm going to check all the levels.
Okay, so all that. And the meaning is essence or the finer things. So we are drinking the essence of finer things today, you guys, with our alcohol.
That's cute. Mm-hmm. That's real cute.
Oh, so good. So that's where they think that the word came from, but that's not where it was first, like, meaning of the word or what it was used for. So back in the medieval era, the Arabic women would wear this eye makeup called alcohol that it was like this black paste that they would like put water on, and they kind of basically used it as eyeliner.
Ooh.
So that's one of the terms of the words.
Alcohol or like
Alcohol
eyeliner?
makeup.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a good makeup. Like, whatever was in it was bad.
Did it make them go blind?
I think so. I didn't read all that, but I'm sure some people had some fucked up eye shit, and they're like, I don't know why. So in the 16th century, the word moved to England, and they used it for meaning of distilleries. So when they were talking about the alcohol that they would make for things, the number of, I guess, the proof of the alcohol kind of made it into where they got the word for, or what we all use the word for. So distillers and wineries and like breweries and stuff like that, they would also use the word alcohol, and that's kind of how it spread to the mainstream, which we use. So a little history on the word alcohol.
That's so interesting.
So I also found out about naming your own cocktail, because I've been doing that.
We've been doing that quite a bit.
Quite a bit. I've been making my drinks and naming it. Like, this one is just a watermelon mojito, but I added my own little twist to it. So if you change a couple ingredients in a drink that's already probably a staple, you can change the name. Now people go with the names of like what's in it, like a gin and tonic or a rum and coke, or they'll come up with a name of like where it came from, like Brooklyn or Manhattan or whatever. These things are like how people come up with drinks. Or you can name it after yourself. You can name it after a character in a movie.
Somebody needs to do that for
Your
Staten Island.
Favorite movie quote?
You have your favorite movie quote.
It was Staten Island that's the only borough that doesn't have a drink named after it.
They have
right?
the Staten Island Ferry,
That's right.
which you have had, which is
Have I?
Malibu and pineapple juice.
That's it.
That's a Staten Island Ferry.
I have had that.
Everybody has.
We've had it like a month ago.
It was so good.
It's so good.
It was so good. So that's a little bit of my herstory on the word alcohol.
On the word alcohol.
Yeah.
I like
we already
that.
talked about rum. We already have done a mojito before. We did the spoonful of sugar mojito for Mary Poppins.
Yeah, that was
So,
good.
Yeah, so this is just another little...
I love when you remind me of these drinks that we've had on here. There's so many now.
Right, there is so many. We have over 50 drinks.
Ooh,
That
you
we
should
have
make a
drank.
recipe book.
Oh, that is the
That is
plan,
the plan.
girl. I'm racking them up.
Ooh,
Make a recipe
I
book.
like that.
We're
And
cutting
put
out
it in
the
a bar.
Yeah, we're cutting out the ones that suck.
There's only one.
What?
I think there's two, but
What was
the
the
other
other
one didn't air. It was the red rum.
Oh no.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Sounds not great.
It was not great. But other than that,
Red
they've been
rum.
all
That's exactly what it was.
they've been
We
all
did the
hits.
Shining and things didn't go so well. So
no.
technically, that's why I'm double checking all the stuff to make sure that we get all the audio.
We good.
Because we've lost a couple episodes here and there. We're sorry, people.
What I see here looks great. It's all green.
Awesome. As long as this stays red, we're good.
And that is red.
So, Natalie, why don't you tell everybody what movie we're talking about today?
Oh my gosh, can I get a drum roll or something?
Sure.
Dirty Dancing!
Because we
Robin's excited.
had the time of our lives.
No one ever felt this way before.
Never felt this way. We did it together. Cause I owe it all to you.
Oh my god.
Soundtrack on this movie banged, you guys.
Such a good
So
soundtrack.
I'm gonna bust out
my
this song
God.
quite often.
It gets you excited, it makes you want to dance, and it also breaks your fucking heart.
It's just such a good. I don't feel like my heart's broken. I feel like I am empowered at the end of this movie. Like, yeah.
I
can
cried
do
3
whatever the fuck I
times
want.
today. What are you talking about? You were here.
I ain't
You
got no
didn't even
heart.
watch the movie.
You was just crying.
Natalie got jokes.
So can I hit you guys with the stats?
Yes,
For
please.
this movie?
Yeah.
All right. Dirty Dancing.
Stat number 1.
It came, name of the movie. It came out August 21st, 1987, which it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
As we record this.
Dude, how many times have
That's
we
like-
done that?
It happens quite often that it happens. We do the movie around when the movie was released.
Guys, it was my birthday, August 87. My
Oh,
birth,
Oh,
my-
your
month.
birth month. Okay. Well
This
then-
movie is as old as you.
Wait, did we already? Did we miss your birthday already?
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy
Yay.
birthday! Cheers
Cheers to
to your
that.
birthday.
Eye contact.
And you must drink. You must drink. Mhm. Oh, while we're talking about birthdays, shout out to our girl Monique.
I don't like her.
She's been a guest on our show. She made our 21st cake. We talk about her all the time, and
I love her
it's
so
her
much.
birthday
I'm just
tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Mo.
Happy
Love you,
birthday!
cousin.
Can I call her Mo? Is that
Yeah.
fine? Cool.
You can call her
I'm
Momo,
just not allowed to.
Momo.
Mo.
I'm the only one that gets in trouble for calling her something
I can call
other
her-
than cousin.
Oh yeah, well yeah, she ain't gonna fight me. So okay, so August 21st, 1987. You were like a small little.
I was like 2 weeks old.
Aww.
Yeah.
This movie dropped. So the
Natalie
budget.
was born. We can finally release this movie.
They were waiting for
They
me.
were waiting. So the budget was $6 million.
Dude, that's it?
So in today's money, it's like 13 million.
Wow.
Huh.
Okay, so it made 214.6
Holy
million dollars,
shit.
Which now,
now is over $549 million if that money was converted into today's money.
whoa.
Dude.
So that gives you a little idea of how much money this was like a boom.
Yeah.
Blew this shit up. Blew everyone up in the movie, and
What other movie has done that recently?
they had Dance Fever.
Get Out is the only one that comes
Yeah.
to mind. Like that one was made for cheap and then like exploded.
Mhm.
That this is the equivalent in 1987.
I guess.
Wow.
So Rotten Tomatoes, you guys.
Oh shit. And then you know what? I'm feeling confident.
I didn't like it.
These motherfuckers.
I haven't even said it yet.
I know. I'm just. Oh.
Critics.
Me and the critics have a history.
Uh-oh.
Critics. 71%.
It could have been worse.
Womp womp.
Audience 90%.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Zenobia
There you go, audience.
97% because this movie's
Yeah.
good. The music's
It's
good.
fucking
The
good.
casting's good. The costume's good.
Mm.
It's just a good story. It's
Mm-hmm.
funny. Like you said, it's sad. It's sexy. It just has everything.
What could have made it
Love it.
100%? You know what I
I
mean?
can
Like,
think of a
what
couple
was it
things.
missing?
I feel like my always hold out. I don't know if this is a good one or not, but if I don't see enough diversity in the movie, then I am not always happy. Even though the time period and where they are makes sense for them not to.
For
Sure.
sure.
And they did have black extras, which I appreciated in the
And
back.
they
Few of
got
the dancers.
my dude that's the composer of the band.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So I don't know.
But
I-
where were the Asians? Where were
Yeah.
Yeah.
anything else?
Well,
sure.
Fun fact. This movie is a Jewish movie, which I guess if we're not Jewish, wouldn't have realized it. It symbolizes the time period when Jews were not able to go to country clubs and resorts like that, and so
Oh.
there were country clubs and resorts that are exactly like these ones that were meant for Jewish families to go to.
Okay,
Interesting.
So I can see that as well. But, you know, hey.
for sure. I don't know what could have given it 100%. You know what I do? There's a couple things, and this is only because I watched it like 5 times this week.
Yeah, me too.
And that is like there's a couple of things in the story where they clean it up too quickly. They progress the story along very, very fast.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you only have like 2 weeks, right? Is that how long they're there? Like,
It was very fast paced
Yeah.
from what I
Well, I'm
understood.
talking about like the writing.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple of things that like they painted themselves in a corner and then like put one little thing in there to get them out of that corner.
Yeah, and they were like, we don't put baby in a quarter, and they just moved
Oh,
on.
that too.
my dad would be like, get the fuck out of here. He would have stood up and it would have been a whole thing. But that's just my daddy.
Anywhere.
You think you're going to just go, come get my daughter? What the fuck? I've only heard my dad use that word once, and it was not towards me or anybody, but I could see him saying that to some dude who was trying to take his
Oh yeah, absolutely.
17-year-old daughter or however old
shit.
she was, 18 because she was going off to college.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Natalie, as a classically trained dancer, what do you think of the dancing in this movie?
Yes, give it to me, girl.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Last time I watched it, I was looking specifically for the dancing, and everyone was so amazing, I thought. And then it had me questioning, like, were the actors dancers before they were booked as actors? Like, were they also
Look at
trained?
You're ready, aren't you?
God damn. Do you want it? I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you.
Give it to me.
Well, yes.
I know they were trained.
Patrick Swayze
I know Patrick was for sure.
Patrick for
a
sure.
extremely talented and trained professional dancer, ballerina.
But then for him, it was hard to get nitty gritty because he was so trained, right?
He's so trained, and he had to pull back so that he wouldn't overshine everybody, especially Baby, who was not a dancer. She also said that after doing this movie, she like almost never danced again. She wouldn't dance at
Really?
weddings.
What?
She wouldn't go because she was afraid everyone's like, "Oh shit, there's Baby."
All the
Oh,
extra
that makes
pressure.
sense.
That's Baby. Someone go lift her. Like, you know, nobody, she didn't want that. So it took
Yeah.
like a very long time for her to get her dance on again.
Oh, poor thing.
That makes sense.
But yeah, everyone else, whereas
That makes a
professional
lot of
dancers,
sense for Swayze.
yeah,
Like just in that last scene when he's doing that straight up spin, and
Yeah.
the crowd's like, "Holy
Yeah.
shit!"
and that's why Patrick Swayze
Yeah.
is good in action movies like Roadhouse.
Yeah,
It's
he is.
because he has
He knows his
constantly,
body.
yeah, dance trained.
His mom is a dance instructor, or she owned a dance
Choreographer.
studio for many, many years. So that's where he got his training from. Yeah, I didn't even have to look that up.
What?
I know, right?
All right. Do you guys know what time it is?
What time's it?
It is time for the completely made up drinking game. Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes. I love when our guests sing. Thank you. Okay, so
Public service announcement, you guys. I'm trying very hard to not cough, but I do have a slight
Ew.
sore throat. So if I do, I apologize in advance.
all right.
That's
You
all
got a
anyone will
cough
be
in?
listening
No,
for now.
go for it.
All right. So the completely made up drinking game, you're going to take one sip
I'm excited.
when someone says baby.
Every time you say take one sip, I reach for my
well,
glass.
do it.
When somebody says baby, that's
When
cute.
someone says baby, you take a sip.
Swamp.
I want to do it like
Butt out, baby.
every time I like sneeze, you're gonna take a drink. I'm just gonna make it. So
You're
that
gonna Barney Stinson
I'm gonna
me?
Barney Stinson you to Benihana's.
Let's go to Shinjitsu right now.
All right, so you take one sip whenever a montage is on.
Oh, I like
And
that.
there's quite a few montages.
Yeah, there
in
is.
this
There are.
one. So
Especially learning all the choreo.
yep, all the choreo, her doing
choreography for you non-dancers out there.
doing all
Oh,
doing
yeah.
all the dance moves down the stairs, her trying not to laugh while she's getting
Don't
tickled.
put your heel down.
Don't put your heel. I did it.
Yeah, you did.
This is my space. This is your space. All the all the montages.
Eyes up here.
Eyes up here. So you take one sip when Johnny and Penny dance together.
Nice.
Ooh, cute.
And their dancing is
They're
always the best.
really good.
They're
Ooh.
really good.
Yeah.
This is when they dance on stage or they have to dance together. So
I mean,
either
she was
when
a
they're
Rockette.
dancing-
Or-
She was a rocket. Well, not in real life, but yeah. I would have been like, oh my God, bitch, kick. Let me see you kick.
Her kicks would have been too high for the Rockets.
Would they?
Oh, she knows.
Mm-hmm.
What is the, what
Natalie
is the,
knows.
What is the,
So, like, Rockets are eye level, to my knowledge, from what I've heard and understand. Eye level, so that they're all the same height.
how tall do you have to be a rocket?
I don't know, taller than 5'7".
Oh, shit.
No.
Which means Natalie's 5'7".
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 5'7" too. I mean, I can't kick eye level anymore, but I might if I stretch.
Get it up there.
Get it up there. So you take one simp every time Neil tries to look cool in front of baby.
Fucking Neil.
I don't like him.
I
Nobody
hate that
does.
dude.
I guess that means he's a good actor, but like,
Yeah.
go home, Neil.
He's
He's
like,
known as
make
the
sure-
catch of the county.
I don't want to brag.
Fucking owns 2 hotel
have
rooms.
2 hotels.
Get your ass out
What?
of here.
What makes him better than me? And she said right in front of me, 2 hotels.
Oh my
You're
god.
like,
You know what I
"Ah."
hate about him? Is he tries
His
to sound
face.
smarter than everybody else.
Yeah.
And he says the dumbest
Dumbest
shit.
shit.
It's like, sometimes you see things you don't really want to see.
Right? I would fall asleep talking to him. Like,
Fucking Captain Obvious over here.
he's such a dumbass. I mean, he's like, hey, baby, make sure you get the full hour you're paying for.
Uh-huh.
I was
whatever.
just thinking about that.
That
Make sure
stupid
you
dude-
get the whole 30 minutes.
30 minutes, you little douchebag. Get out of here. The merengue.
All
You're
that
like, oh, okay.
means is that Lonnie Price did a great job.
He did a good job. You little douchebag.
Honestly.
So you're going to take one simp every time they try the lift.
Ooh, I'd be drunk.
Oh,
One montage.
my drinking games are meant for you to pass out after you're done watching the movie. It's not meant to do anything else. Don't do this and then go out. Like, you need to order food while you're playing this and then go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
That's kind of why we have
it.
dinner before the podcast
Yeah.
every week now, because earlier episodes,
We were doing it afterwards.
yeah,
just be sloppy.
we've had some podcasts on empty stomachs, and it's
We're like,
not
"Hurry."
great.
We're like, I'm hungry. Let's hurry up so we can order some food. Like, but yeah, you're right. We have been eating before, being real adults.
Responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're learning as we go.
It only took a year. So, take one simp when baby runs to get her daddy,
Oh my god.
which happens about twice.
I was gonna say something
Yeah.
only twice.
Yeah, she goes to him for the money,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes to
When
him.
Penny
save
needs
Penny.
help
Penny needs help.
after she gave her the money for the thing.
The thing that didn't even fucking work.
You're
Okay.
not the person I thought you were, baby.
Yeah, a person that would have told him like. I
That
don't know.
somebody needed his help.
Yeah.
Right?
The thing is that I couldn't tell you because I knew you weren't going to help them. Pretty much.
Exactly.
So you take one simp when there's a camp announcement. The guy's always like, "Hey, you guys, we got the talent show inside the gym." Whatever the fucking dude with the stupid jokes. What's he say? He's like, "I finally found a girl. She looks like my mom. She acts like my mom. She cooks like my mom.
I brought her home to meet my
dad-
family. My
dad
father
can't
doesn't like
stand
her.
That's a funny one. So,
Wait, who is that guy?
That is Mr. Wayne Knight,
Yeah.
a.k.a.
Okay.
Newman from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yes.
what he's most famous for.
We gonna talk about him.
So you take one simp when Lisa talks about herself.
Oh my god, fucking Lisa.
This is why I would never get married by the. Remind me not to get married by the. What was it?
I
Grand
don't remember.
Canyon
I
or
just
something
remember
like that?
Niagara Falls.
Niagara
Falls.
Falls.
And
I don't
mom's
like
like,
the
so
rain."
you go to Acapulco.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
You're like, why are you even considering this when your ass is single as fuck in my
Dude.
house?
Right?
We ain't worried about your
She is
goddamn.
such a little
Her
princess.
whole
Yeah.
relationship.
So he's like, what song are you gonna sing? I was thinking, I
feel
pretty,
pretty.
or this, or I feel pretty.
What do you think, Daddy?
What do you think, Daddy? He's like, bitch, I don't care about you. I love baby. She's the only one who has anything to give.
Dude, and that means so much to her.
It is because she does mention it. She goes,
Yeah, she's like,
now
he
you-
listens when I talk
when
now
I
or some
talk
shit.
now. Which is pretty
Oh.
fucked up on his end. All right, so yo,
Sisters fighting
oh
for
my
daddy's
god, it's so
attention.
fucking good. So you take
Ew.
Sorry.
So you take one sip when Johnny and Baby kiss.
Ooh.
They're such elegant, cute little kisses.
I know.
though.
Every one of them. Even when he's kissing her, like, down her neck. All of them. Don't have to be lips to lips. Just got to be
Lip to something.
lip to
Okay.
body.
Do
Okay.
deleted scenes count? Because I seen the extended version of when they first
no.
kissed. Wow.
Yeah, it was cut.
Dude.
I have not checked that out.
Mm.
Graphic.
Probably too graphic for the
It's
80s.
graphic. Yeah. I think they had to cut it to get the lower. What was this movie rated? 13 or R?
13.
I would assume it's
13.
13.
I
I
don't
think
know,
if they
said-
added that scene in, it would have had to be R.
Don't you feel like crying?
Yeah.
Right, is that the part?
When
I like
she gets
that.
up and tells him to dance with her.
Dancing.
All of a sudden, that shirt's
Dun.
coming off.
Doom, doom. That dance is what they did for their audition.
Nice.
And it wasn't meant to be in, like, just the sexy swaying.
Oh, when
and
they
like,
partnered up.
when they partnered up for the screen test.
Got it.
okay.
That was the dance that they did. It wasn't necessarily supposed to be in the movie, but they liked it and they kept it in there.
Nice.
Little fun fact. So
They're
you gonna
so cute.
they are.
They really are.
So you're gonna finish your drink when Baby carries the watermelon.
That's like in the middle of the movie, though. Beginning of the movie.
I
Oh,
know.
you finished the drink more than once.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wait till the
okay.
game's done. I spread them out. I think I spread it on pretty damn equally on this one. So you gonna finish your drink
I see.
when they do the dance at the other hotel. When they
Ah.
finally do it. She don't do the lift,
you
but
go.
they do it.
I didn't do the
That's one of
lift.
my favorites. The little
Yeah.
hitchhiker move she does with the thumbs.
Way.
And he just goes, keep going.
I know, because it's like the most undance thing in the whole. It's so
That is
funny.
exactly what I would have
They
done.
saw the old guy.
So you finish your drink when they get the lift. At the
Ooh,
end.
what they finally get it.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet when they finally
In front
get
of
it.
everybody.
In front of everybody.
You got anything else to add into the drinking game, you guys?
Yes. Take a drink anytime Robbie is being an asshole.
Oh, yeah, that.
Let me get a
guy.
drink on.
Mm-hmm.
Asshole.
Stay away from me. Stay away from my sister. Or I'll have you fired.
Apparently, the book that he was trying to get her to read,
Oh, yeah, the foundation.
I can't remember the name of it, but it is about self-care. About you caring about yourself and only yourself, and
self-preservation
getting what you want
So
and
fucking
doing what's
elitist.
That is what that book is that he's trying to hand to her.
That makes
Which
sense.
even if she read it, I'm pretty sure she would have fucking hated that
This
shit. in the first
motherfucker
place.
straight up says some people matter and some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
And just because she from the wrong side of the tracks and she don't come from a good family means that she don't matter.
Oh, well, later he said that he picked the wrong sister.
He did because he was like with the prude one that wouldn't put out, babysitting her, giving her snatch away to fucking Johnny all 2 weeks.
Wow.
I'm just saying it like how he would think of it. That's how he's thinking of it. He's like,
Ew.
dang, I got the prude when this one is fucking Johnny.
Uh-huh.
I saw him sneaking out of the fucking cabin.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you
Well,
feel like? Well,
he doesn't, but
I'm sure he did at one point.
Johnny Sloppy Seconds does.
I know.
She straight up doesn't get Johnny, so she goes to Robbie's ass.
Gotta get somebody. Her husband never home. He don't care about her.
He works a lot.
He's like, he's gonna be home on Friday, and she's like, Friday, and she's not even paying attention.
It's a hard shit.
She's just dancing with him. You got anything that you want to add to the drinking game?
Ooh. How about anytime there's like I want to do something dance related. Like I was gonna say, anytime there's a turn, or like when
okay.
someone gets turned. But then I was like, there's so many bump and
There's so
grind
many.
moments.
There
Like,
is.
maybe it should be some.
How about every time?
You're
like,
literally
I feel like-
reenacting the dances
I know,
in your
I like
head,
it.
and it translates to your body.
I like it. How about anytime like the kids are dancing, doing the dirty dancing, because that's not something that we get to see that much of.
Yeah.
Even though it's called dirty dancing, their dance isn't dirty. It's
well,
mama.
I mean,
it is, but
For-
I mean,
when they're
the
in
time.
their bedroom.
oh yeah, no, that one
That
was.
ain't even dancing anymore.
Don't you feel like crying?
Oh, Otis
Happy
Redding.
tears.
Okay, so
No, leave it on.
that is the completely made up drinking game. Yes. Okay. Can I give you a fun fact before we move on to our stuff? And I'm about to make me another drink. I don't know about you guys.
Damn, this drink is good. Yes.
Okay, so let's see. I got two. One of them is when Baby asked for $250 to help out Penny in 1963. If she would have asked for that money today, with inflation, it would be
Free because we have Planned Parenthood.
$2,000.60.
What the?
Holy shit.
Yeah, so for that $250,
$2,000.
it's over $2,000.
Dang.
Okay, and that's 3.84% inflation in that time. I thought that'd be a
That
good
is
little fun fact.
wild.
That's why he says it's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of
I
money
know,
back
$200 now. You'd be
Also,
like, what the fuck
He
is
said
it?
it's-
$2,000
He's a
for
doctor, though.
an abortion?
Well, it's illegal.
That's true.
Was.
Well, I'm talking about in '63.
Yeah.
It was illegal,
Now-
so you had to go to the little sketchy ass doctor
Yeah.
who could charge whatever he wants because
He's the only one doing
he's
it.
the only one doing
the
it.
guy had a dull knife and a dirty table.
He's a traveling fucking abortionist.
Yeah, right.
So here's
I don't even know if
I don't
he
like
is.
those words.
I'm sorry. So here's
Yeah.
here's a better fun fact. So Swayze convinced Jennifer to do this movie,
Really?
and he had to convince her because they disliked each other
Uh-uh.
immensely.
Really?
Yes, because they had been in a movie together prior to
Red-
this.
Red Dawn.
Red
Red Dawn.
They came-
Wolverines!
They came out in 1984, and they just didn't get along. But for some reason, he felt like she was
The one.
the one and convinced her to do it. And if you watch the screen test, I watched earlier
They're
today.
so freaking cute.
It looks really cute. But while they were on set, they were not happy. They were fighting. They were arguing.
Really?
You know, he's a professional dancer. He's a professional, like, just person in general. So, you know, having to work with an amateur when it comes to dancing was very frustrating for him.
Sure.
He was not the happiest person. She was not the happiest person because she's getting pushed to a point where she's not normally being pushed because she's not a dancer.
And
Right.
he's probably making her feel insecure about
Yeah.
what she's doing.
So,
You know, there was an interview that I saw of him where he was talking about the moment where, like, he tickles her arm and she keeps laughing. And he was like, that was improv, but I was so frustrated because she kept breaking. He was like, that clip of me being frustrated was so real.
oh, yes. It was
Now I know. I had no
totally real.
idea.
Yes, the scene where she keeps laughing. She was tired and delirious,
Sure.
and she was ticklish, and she was really laughing. And like she said, his face on there of him being irritated was real. He was
pissed.
really pissed and upset because he's like, "Bitch, I just want to finish this shit and go,
Go
home. I can't even fucking do that shit because you keep fucking up the tape." So when they saw it, they liked it, and they were like, "Well, you know, this helps show their relationship
Yeah,
grow.
absolutely.
So we're gonna keep it." So that
And
was,
also, I mean, he said she's the right person for the
he
job.
felt
You
like he
asked for
was.
this, dude.
You did ask for this. So
And I still think he was right. I think she did an amazing job.
she did do an amazing job. She is older than her character is supposed to be, so she had to do the screen test to prove that she could be a
Young
teenager.
Sure.
And after they were like fighting and stuff on set, the director had to sit them down and make them watch their screen test over. It was like, "This is why you're here.
Right.
Stop this bullshit, and this is why you're here. Be this. This is what I hired you for."
Interesting.
And it did help the rest of the filming.
I mean, she wasn't that old. When they filmed this, she was, what, 26?
She wasn't 18.
True, but I mean, further stretches have been made to
I don't think
have
she
somebody
really-
play high
How
school.
old is she supposed to be in the film?
She's supposed to be just graduated from high
so
school,
Yeah.
so
18,
17,
hopefully.
18.
Yep.
18, I would say.
They have sex. so
Yeah, so
I'll
it's got to
say
be 18.
Well, we don't see the sex. We just see everything leading up to it. And
However.
And
then,
him
and then
getting out of bed naked.
I mean, she's straight up.
we don't know if he's
like-
naked. We can't.
He's so
we
naked.
see no
Naked.
booty.
100% see booty.
Yeah.
It's like total side
It's
hip.
side cheek, but it's in there.
It totally is.
His side cheek.
That is why it's a PG-13 film.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Roadhouse, he just shows his ass, and it is what it is.
Roadhouse.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
No refill?
Wait, we finished the drinking game, didn't we? Oh yeah,
Drinking
you had a couple of fun
game.
facts. So let's dive into this movie. Actually, before we do, I want to talk about Natalie and your dancing.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Why?
Because
You're a residential.
we love you, and because you're a great dancer, and I want to know where all that came from.
We're trying to celebrate you, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Where? Okay. What am I supposed to say?
Where did you?
Why am I dancing?
Why are you dancing?
Kind of.
Where did you learn how to dance?
Okay, so I grew up in Michigan, and both my parents worked full time, so I had a baby. I went to a babysitter's house every day, and one of their kids danced, and so I kind of had to go to the studio. I guess I don't remember, I was only 3, but this is how it was told to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so because I was at the studio, they were like, oh, let's put her in a class.
Since you're here,
Yeah. And so I did the one, recreational class. And then I think I did gymnastics the next year with a friend. And then I was like, at 4 or 5, I do remember this being like, I want to go back to dance. And so I went back to the studio the next year. And when I was 13, I joined a competitive team. And then I started touring when I was 19. And when I was 23, I moved out to LA. And here we are.
what do you specialize in dance-wise?
Oh boy, I'm kind of all over the place. I grew up doing a lot of like the contemporary ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop thing. I did do burlesque for a minute when I moved out here, and I wouldn't be opposed to it now. It's just so fun.
Me neither. Let's do it, girl.
It's so fun. But primarily now I do like a lot of can-cans, Charleston, like a lot of 1920s, vibey,
That sounds fun.
showgirly stuff. Yeah, it's super fun.
So you can recognize each time they're doing a different style of dance in this movie.
So ballroom's like a whole nother world. Like when they talk about Mamba and the
Pachanga.
Patong, yeah. Those I don't really know. Like I dabble in salsa a little, but I wouldn't say that I know too much about all of those different styles. No, I'd be lying if I said I knew.
Natalie teaches little girls how to dance.
Oh, that's true.
Yes,
She's
you
a
do.
teacher. She's a dance instructor.
We can't hear you, babe. Scoot in.
Your dance instructor, like
I'm not done with
fucking.
this.
Okay. We're not taking none of your shit away.
Yeah, I teach ballet, tap, and hip hop mostly to like 2 to 6.
2 to 6 year olds are hip hopping in.
Dude, it's adorable to watch these kids dancing.
Dude, they're better than me sometimes. Yeah, and then I sub randomly all the time. Sometimes like ballet or contemporary or jazz.
Okay.
Robin is staring at me.
She's like,
Yeah, so I'm kind of dabble all over the place.
She's just wondering why you're not petting her. That's all it is.
Boop, boop.
And that is Natalie's story.
I like it.
Thanks.
So, let's talk about this movie. So, Dirty Dancing. Oh my god, I love this movie so much. And it was fitting that you chose this for the last movie that we're doing for our summer movies, because it is the end of summer for them as well.
Tell you something. Could this be love? Because
Hey,
I had the time of my life, and I owe it to you. That was
If you guys could see what I see right now.
Hey, baby. I'm sorry, that song never gets old.
It will never get old.
It always gets the party going. It's usually the last song of wherever you're at, and you're like, all right, well, we gonna jam out.
That's the last one.
We about to get it on the way out of here. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was great. Because you're absolutely right. I don't know how many times I've left a bar or even like a school dance, and that was the last song.
That was the last song played at my senior prom.
Was it really?
I didn't even go to prom in the 80s or none of that, but that was the last song played. And now
Everybody come running back into the auditorium.
Yeah,
or wherever
it was like, oh, this must be the end. Let's
I
get
feel
this.
like in high school that's a terrible idea because didn't they all like start bumping and grinding? And
We
then
were
everyone
bumping
get-
and grinding
I mean,
anyway.
they couldn't stop us.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't go to prom, so.
You didn't go to prom?
No, I went. I lied, but I don't.
She don't remember.
I remember.
'Cause
I remember mine. It wasn't great.
I went to prom 3 times.
What?
It was fun. You know,
3 times.
I don't know if you know this. You do know this.
Zenobia was popular.
No, I was just gonna say that I'm a fun person to go party with. If you,
Oh, I definitely know
If you
this.
like, oh man, I got an extra ticket. And I don't even know who to like take.
It would be you.
It's
It would be
always
me.
you.
So like, even when I was out of high school, friends were like, "Oh shit, well let's call Zenobia and see if she wants to go to prom." I'm like, yes. So yeah,
Zenobia will have a great time at an insurance seminar.
I would. I'd be like, yes, let's sell insurance. Like I'd be all about it. Okay, I'm sorry. So, who directed this lovely movie we're talking about today?
This movie was.
I like that transition.
You like that? I try. I'm getting pretty good at this
I
now.
need another one.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me about him, and I'll make a new drink.
Okay. So this movie was directed by Emile Ordolino.
Emilio.
I was like Emilio.
And he turned, and he.
Okay, I'm getting drunk on this podcast. I already know it.
This drink's really good, though.
I love mojitos.
I love
Shit.
mojitos too. I'm gonna
I
top
love
you off.
watermelon.
So Emilio
Emilio.
Ordolino is or was a longtime director. He is responsible for this movie. He's responsible for directing Sister Act,
Yes.
which we definitely will do eventually.
Ooh, that's a '90s movie.
Yes, it is. He also directed Bette Midler in Gypsy.
Yes, I saw that. I love Gypsy with Bette Midler. I don't know about you guys.
I love her. I think,
Have you seen that movie though?
if I'm not mistaken, that's the movie that my mom wants to talk about on the podcast.
I would not be I would not be surprised.
No. Hi, Mama. I know you're listening.
Are you?
Dude.
She's like a stage mom that there never was.
Yeah, seriously. Sadly, Mr. Ardolino passed away at a very young age. He was only 50 years old. He passed away in 1993.
What?
So this was one of his last movies.
Wow.
He did this one. Gypsy was his last movie.
What?
Yeah, with Bette Midler. Love it. Yeah, he did this one. He did Three Men and a Little Lady.
I saw that.
Then
love
he
it.
did Sister Act. Then he did The Nutcracker, and then he did Gypsy. But he was doing such.
Wait, he did
great,
Little Lady or Little Baby?
3 Men and a Little Lady.
Oh, so that's part 2.
Yes, part 2, exactly.
Oh.
But he was doing so well. Like he was consistently putting out great movies, and then 50 years old.
Damn.
I want to say
That's sad.
he passed away of prostate cancer, if I'm not mistaken.
Get it checked, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little finger in the butt is not gonna kill you. It's gonna save you.
Some people might like it.
That was me being honest too. Not even trying to be funny.
Natalie, I don't think we've ever drank together.
No, I don't think so. We usually just work like.
Yeah.
Oh well, we're
I-
working.
For those of you
Yeah.
who don't know, Natalie is arguably my favorite actress to work with.
Oh.
She is very talented and incredibly reliable, which is why she is here today.
Yup.
So, of those of you who are watching this on YouTube and you see her and like, I wonder if I can cast her in something, yes, you
can.
absolutely
You
can,
can.
and you
Please
should.
do.
Everyone on the show can be casted, okay? So please cast anyone from the show.
Yes.
all
Somebody,
good.
we're still looking for casting for Zenobia's boyfriend, by the way.
It lasts for 5 to 10 centuries. So
I'm looking through the headshots and resumes, guys, and I do see them. So, like I said, no dick pics.
no dick pics. My brother looks at these, okay, you guys?
Excellent. But thank you. I appreciate that.
Something else that we have to talk about before we dive into this cast. This soundtrack is absolutely fantastic, and I didn't find out who actually did the score. I'm assuming that it was Emil.
For what song though?
Well, just this.
The whole album.
score,
This
yeah.
whole
Because I
album.
think for some of it, Patrick did.
Patrick did sing on.
Like he started with some of this.
Did he really? See.
I just because I watched it's one of the. Ooh, okay. So
Did you
on
make
the
sure it was
DVD,
correct?
I
there's
messed mine
a disc 2 with like all the extra features, and one of them there's an interview that he did where he was saying like for the. Oh my gosh, what song was it?
She's like the
She's
wind.
like the wind.
And he's like strumming the guitar in the hotel, and he was like, for that scene, he just kind of felt like what he was doing would work, so it started with that, and then they moved forward with it. But
It's him singing as well, isn't it?
I think
He co-wrote
I
that
think
song
yes.
as
He
well.
co-wrote the song. Ah, I see. Woo. I got them hiccups already.
Okay, so let me just tell you something about this soundtrack. Blew the fuck up. Believe it was at number 1 at one point, and it brought back the oldies
Yeah.
to the mainstream.
Yeah,
People
I
bought
mean,
this
it's-
album, and it had not nothing, but a lot of older songs from the 60s.
From that time. Like it starts out with Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Yeah, it also brought people to was sweating to the oldies with what's his name?
Otis?
No.
Otis Redding?
No, do you know the little gay guy?
Oh, the Jazzercise guy? Different guy.
Different guy, but you're close. You know what I'm talking about. He wears little short shorts. He's got a little afro.
No, we are talking about the same
We are
person.
talking about the same person.
What
What's
the
his name?
hell is his name? Oh my god.
And he'd be like, "Come on, girls, let's do."
Eddie Murphy
swing
made
it
fun of
down."
him on SNL.
He did.
Is it a right? Not Frank.
No, what the hell is his name? I don't remember.
Somebody.
Damn it. And
Anybody-
you know what's funny? Every time this happens, somebody's out there
I know
listening
you're
and they're
yelling.
like, will you guys fucking get it already?
They're rolling
His name
their
is
eyes.
so and so.
I'm on
What is
another.
it? Are you looking it up?
Richard Simmons!
Richard
See,
Simmons.
I was saying Simmons.
It is Richard Simmons.
Simmons.
But technically, babe, you cheated.
So yeah,
I'm
this
an assistant. I'm helping.
this
Yes.
made Richard Simmons a little more money because people were getting into the old days. Before we move on to the cast, can I talk about somebody else?
Yeah, please do.
I want to talk about the writer of this.
Oh,
We got
okay.
a lovely female writer, and
Oh,
Love
hey.
it.
her name is Eleanor Bergston, and she is the writer for this.
Great.
Bergstein.
Bergenstein?
Bergstein.
That's what I said, bitch. Okay, so Eleanor.
I'm just repeating it for myself. Shit.
I'm sorry. I just like to make it seem like I said it correctly when I know I did not say it correctly.
Salty.
So great.
Just gonna sit
So,
here and eat some
yeah,
watermelon.
you eat that
Shut
watermelon.
the hell up.
So Eleanor said that Baby and Johnny were influence of Eleanor's own life.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, so here we go. She came from a liberal Jewish family that really did go to the Catskills Resort during the 60s with her family, and was also nicknamed Baby until she was 22, and was also named after a strong female woman, Eleanor Roosevelt. And like Johnny, she was a skilled dirty dancer
Yeah, get
who
it, Eleanor.
learned at house parties how to get it. And
Kids were doing it in the basements
the
back
base-
home.
I don't know. That's how they did it. And,
That's a good
so,
quote.
and she became a dance instructor, just like Johnny, by the same company that he was talking about.
Oh, fun.
So those are some things that she personally added into the story about her life. So both of those characters kind of reflect
Dude, I'm
her.
gonna look this girl up.
She's amazing, right? Let's see. Here's another fun fact about her and about everybody that I think you guys are gonna fucking love. So during rehearsals, it quickly turned into a fucking dance party involving everybody.
Nice.
Even people who were non-dancers, like the dude who owns the fucking resort in the movie, the old guy. He was even getting in on it, dancing.
Nice. I love
Liquor's
it.
flowing, so these people are like feeling themselves, and they're learning more about their characters. I'm feeling myself.
Hey.
Okay, so so they were getting more into their characters. So Elizabeth watching all of this,
Oh, no.
she says, no matter what you guys do, no matter how much grinding and sweaty
Wait,
dancing.
Elizabeth or Eleanor?
I mean, Eleanor.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
You're
that's
right.
what she said.
Right.
You heard her wrong.
You heard
I
me
did.
wrong. I said
You're right.
Eleanor.
She's editing this episode. It's fine.
She said that no matter what, all your bumping and grinding and your sweaty dancing, no matter what you do, no one can have sex with each other. None of you dancers can have sex with each other. Don't do it. And you got of 6 months of them shooting this movie, they're not allowed to fuck each other, even though they are staying at these resorts that
Oh,
like, are
somebody
real.
broke the rules.
For sure.
Somebody
For
definitely
sure.
broke the rules.
I'm sure, because she ain't gonna tell me shit. A half a year? Get
I
out
was
of
going to
here.
say 6 months of basically celibacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she did this to build up sexual tension
Sure.
between
Oh,
the
see,
dancers.
that does make sense,
Which,
though.
if you see it, like after I read that and you see them like really dirty dancing, they're
They
horny
want
as
it.
fuck.
They
want
are
it.
really
Yeah.
wanted it. They really want it, and
Oh
now
my
knowing
God.
that that's why they really want it, it makes
Ew,
way more sense.
That's so personal.
That makes so much sense. A little bit about her. I thought she was an interesting character into making this movie because
I mean, I
it's
love
about
that she
her.
did that, but as an actor, and if I had to do these scenes, it's like, fuck.
There's a
every
lot of things you could ask.
6 fucking months of doing this and abstaining.
And
That's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
No,
For
we're
me.
Meisner actors. We live in the imagination.
Imaginary circumstances.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
It would work for about a month, and then after that,
You can't help it if you make a connection with somebody.
and you got us living next to each other, and like mm-mm.
I wonder if there are any like Dirty Dancing babies.
I bet there are. There's some 1988 Dirty Dancing babies out there. Pops out.
Just from
I mean, from set.
they were like
Yeah, from
conceived
set.
from
Yeah,
set.
from set.
I wouldn't doubt it. I give
If
it.
you are one of these Dirty Dancing babies, please write to
I
us.
give it 70-30.
Hit us in the DM.
Yeah. Lights, camera, cocktail, no S at Gmail. I want to hear about it. Okay. So, who are we talking about now?
Let's talk about my dude. We'll start off
What's up,
with
buddy?
Mr. Wayne Knight.
Yeah.
So, most people, like I said earlier, they know him as Newman
Oh,
from
okay, okay.
Seinfeld.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I didn't write his name down, so who the fuck is he?
He is Stan in this one. He is the, I guess you can call him the
Announcers.
MC.
MC.
He's the comedic
Resident
relief. Like, I don't know what to call him. He
He's
does
just-
his stand-up skits.
MC, would you say?
Yeah.
Wait, in real life or in the movie?
In the movie.
MC?
Yeah,
He's like
he,
the
he would
MC.
be the MC.
He runs all the like
master of
shows.
ceremonies.
He does the
Yeah.
announcements.
He makes the announcements. He introduces new acts on stage. He's the one that hands her the
chicken.
the duck or the goose
The
or
duck
something.
or
Like,
whatever.
you're
It's a
such a
chicken.
great sport. Here you go.
I'd be like, "Fuck
It's a
you," and
chicken
I'd walk
for sure.
off. How dare you give me a poached like?
It's live.
Yeah, but still, how you dare you get? What if the shit's on me? That's all I'm thinking about.
Do you think she took a class in like how to hold a chicken?
No, it's easy. I had chickens before. It is easy.
I don't know it's easy.
I've never had chickens before. What?
When I lived in San
Not all of us
Francisco,
know how to hold a chicken.
I'm just saying it's easy. You don't need lessons.
But like, so
It's
you
in a
'cause I
bucket.
noticed she
I got
hold-
it.
Oh,
That was mean, but that was a good one. Yes, in a KFC bucket.
got it.
No, you just kind
I'm
of like
sorry.
hold their feet.
Well, I
You have to
noticed.
hold their feet.
And their wings.
Oh,
I
do you?
noticed in
Huddle
the
them.
film
Yeah.
that
Hold like a
she
football.
held the feet.
You gotta hold the
and
feet.
then-
Yeah, you gotta hold their feet.
Otherwise, they're gonna be like,
Thanks,
I
Wisconsin.
love
I got to do it on
Wisconsin.
the Marin show.
Is that where
I
you
was the
learned?
chicken on the
Wait,
show.
were you the chicken wrangler on the Marin
No,
show?
I was not the chicken wrangler. The
That'd be
chicken-
me, 'cause
the
I'm a
chicken
professional.
wrangler threw the chicken at me. It was like, I want to take a picture of you holding it. And I'm like,
Robin keeps licking my leg.
Just hold her legs.
She likes it. Just hold her legs.
Something you guys need to know about Ashley. She wants to be an
Chicken
animal
wrangler.
wrangler on set. She loves when animals
that
are
would
on
be-
set.
If I had to choose another career in the entertainment business, it'd be an animal wrangler.
Like, you gotta scoot closer to the mic.
She's like just yelling.
I promise
I'm a
you're not on
bystander.
camera.
Don't worry, I got you. I'll turn you up.
Lied.
I always
Yeah.
turn you
I
up.
looked at the frame.
Yeah, but I gotta crop that.
I hear her when she's in the living room, and I just turn it up a little louder. So I can hear it. That's all I do. Yeah. So he's also in he's
are
a
we talking about
dumbass.
again?
Wayne Knight is fantastic.
He's also in Jurassic Park.
He is in Jurassic
he's
Park.
not.
He's in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like the douchebag.
He's the guy that like double crosses everybody.
Yeah.
He's the one that hacks the computer
Yeah.
and is on there. He's like, You
He
didn't
died,
say
though.
the magic
Yeah.
word.
He died,
Yeah, he's
though.
the one that gets spit in the face
That's
by
why
the
he dies.
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, but his death was a good one.
Good.
That's what it's called?
The Dilophosaurus.
Dilophosaurus?
Is it really?
Something like that, yeah. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but that is the species for sure.
You're gonna have to do it to know.
Ashley's just laughing at me because she knows that I'm already buzzed.
It's a good drink.
It's good. It's a good ass drink.
It's a good ass drink. Yeah.
Something that I found out recently is, you know how Jerry Seinfeld has his Netflix series, Riding in Cars with
Oh,
comedians
yeah.
getting coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wayne Knight actually went on that show, but he went on as Newman from Seinfeld.
Oh,
And so he was Seinfeld.
He's
and
listed
was-
as Newman for that
That's
episode.
funny.
that's cute.
I want to watch it and see if he like stays in character the entire time.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Girl.
I thought I had the cough.
Ew.
Wrong pipe.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I'm choking. I'm sorry.
Is the mojito too strong?
Are you okay?
Think about
I'm okay.
coughing.
I'm okay.
Do you want some water?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I got water right here.
That is not water.
It's got club soda and Coke, sparkling water.
It's
Yep.
got barley and hops in it.
Yep.
Look, it
No,
says-
it's not beer, but
It says sparkling water.
Okay.
well,
Now I sound like my dad.
And malted ice.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Second drink. You ever heard of that?
That's what I'm working on.
so Wayne has been in a number of things, including, like you said, Jurassic Park, Seinfeld. He was the voice on. You'd love this, babe. He was the voice in Hercules.
That's right. That's right.
He was one of the like Tweedledee and Tweedledum guys.
Pain
so there
and
was
pleasure.
Bobcat,
Bobcat.
and it was Wayne Knight was the other one. I don't remember their names, but that was him.
That's so
Bobcat
fun.
is the other one.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, yeah. He's like, what do you have in your feet? And yeah, like the sandals on. The Hercules sandals.
And right now he's in post production for another project where he plays a guy named Wayne. It's called the Very Excellent Mr. Dundee.
He gets a Dundee?
I don't know if it's like Crocodile Dundee, but it's just called the Very Excellent Mr. Dundee. His name is Wayne.
Okay.
So maybe it's Wayne Dundee. I don't know. But, you know, Wayne, we like you. Keep doing your thing.
Yep.
Do you, boo?
We say that so much on here. Tell you about
Look at you. You're fitting in right in there. Singing the songs, saying our quotes. All right, who's next?
What?
Excuse me.
Who's that?
I don't know that name.
I'm
How do I
sorry.
spell that?
Let's talk about this asshole.
Uh-oh. Robbie?
Robbie, yes,
Knew it.
exactly. So, Robbie.
He's like another one of those great actors because you hate him so much.
Yes, there's a couple of them in here. He is one of them. His name is actually Max Cantor. And unfortunately, he had a very short career because he had a very short life.
Oh no!
Can I
I
get-
knew you were gonna say
I
that.
got a fun fact.
Yes. You got a sad fact?
Sad facts. Kinda, yeah, because everything's sad in this one. Okay. So, sad facts.
What is going on tonight?
Jason, you are so kicked off of the show. If I'm going to have backup singers, you're gone.
I gave you digital backup singers.
You did. And
I
I
straight up dubbed her
died.
3 or 4 times to match
echoed
what
it.
she did.
That's so great.
and didn't tell me until I was listening to it like the next week.
I just imagined you in your car like, oh my god.
I was literally, oh my god, I was pulling into a water park with our nieces, and I almost fucking died. I was like, oh my god, we gotta play it again. So, Max, or Robbie in this movie,
Yes.
he's the son of a Broadway producer, Arthur Carter, and they both lived in the same apartment building with John Lennon.
Ooh,
The same apartment building where he was shot in front of,
really?
and where he died. And it's also the same apartment building where they filmed Rosemary's Baby.
Ew.
Yeah.
People actually live there?
Yeah.
That's a real-
Oh, when I went to New York, I passed it.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's like if you know where Strawberry Fields is inside Central Park, literally when you walk out of the park,
It's
it's
there.
right there. Yeah. So.
So he lived there.
Mhm.
What happened to it? What? Oh.
Oh, to
wait.
Max? Oh, okay.
To Max.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
sorry.
Go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
he attended Harvard, and he unfortunately died of a heroin overdose at the age of 32 in 1991.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, he didn't make it too far past this movie to see
No.
how big it got, and to ride the wave of people being
Yeah.
hits off of this
Hating
movie.
him.
Yeah,
And coincidentally, he died of a drug overdose whilst he was writing an article about addiction in the Lower East Side.
oh
Oh,
shit.
no way.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, so he was a writer as well. And yeah, unfortunately, he had a undiluted dose of heroin and he overdosed.
Too hot.
Ooh. So what happened to what he was writing then? Did that
I don't
ever
know.
go anywhere?
I don't know if it ever got completed or not.
I mean, that's something you kind of want to put out. And then
You'd want to fill it.
I'd
Finish
be like,
it.
well, let me put this out.
Especially now with all the different platforms.
Yeah.
Someone find it.
Someone, one of you Dirty Dancing babies,
Hit us in the DM.
please.
So yeah, this was his biggest movie, and his biggest role, and he had a few other things. He did a movie called Fear, Anxiety, and Depression in '89. He played a character named Jack, and he also did a couple of TV series. But unfortunately, yeah, he did a good job in this movie. I fucking hated him, and that's exactly what you're supposed to feel from this guy.
Yeah.
Is you're supposed to dislike him.
Yeah, he was great.
So
I mean, he was trying to fill up the sister in the fucking golf course or whatever.
He was putting
Yeah.
his thing into whatever he could.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. He was
got Penny
being
pregnant.
he
the
got Penny pregnant.
stereotypical
Lisa, he doing the
privileged
other-
playboy.
He's like, that's not mine.
Yeah,
You know how
and
it
he's
is.
technically this is what these fucking the main owner of the hotel told them. Also,
It is kind of what
He's
he
like,
told them.
You know,
Yeah.
take him out to schlep him out to the terrace, show him the stars. You know,
He's like, even the
this, that, and the
uggos.
other. Yeah, even what does he say? Even the dogs.
Even
or
the
some
dogs.
shit
That's
like that?
pretty much what he
Like
says.
an
He's
asshole.
like, take the fat ones, the ugly
twice
one.
It's okay.
I'm about to kick you out if you hit
Sorry.
that.
I'll see you next show.
So yeah, he like I do like at the end where the dad gives
It's a
him.
very wide frame.
Okay.
I do like at the end where the dad gives him the money and he's like, "Here, I hope this helps you with college." He's like, "I just want to thank you for helping
For
me
the
with that
penny
penny
situation,
thing."
Rat
it's like
himself out.
motherfucker,
He's
you
like,
just gave yourself up.
Some people, I guess this just happens to everyone, kind of deal. But who knows if that's mine? She could have been sleeping with everybody. Like whatever. I do like that he
Snatches
takes the
that
money. He's like,
money
"Get the
right
fuck
back."
out of here!"
Which, why is he giving him money in the first place? Is it like a tip for like his service throughout the weekend,
Yeah.
or is this
He
like
was
a
their
like
personal
tax thing
waiter.
that he was doing?
No, I think that he was giving it to him because he was a nice Jewish boy who was going off to like a good
medical
school.
school.
Yeah,
Because
And
it's
this
a
is
thick,
him working to.
It's a fairly thick envelope.
Yeah, because he's going off to medical school. The dad's a doctor. He sees somebody. He probably sees a
He
little bit
hit
of
on
himself.
Lisa.
Yeah, he hit on Lisa. So he's been taking my daughter out, and I want to just help if I have the money.
He
Yeah,
has a son. He has two.
That's
two daughters.
true. Yeah.
And I love the scene where he's trying to get everyone to leave early, and they're like, "Dad, I was gonna do a song," and and everyone's all pissed at him. I love it because that is literally what it's like for a man who has a wife and multiple daughters. Is that your vote
don't call the
doesn't
shots,
really
dude.
doesn't really work. If everybody starts crying about it, it's just gonna okay, fine, we'll
It
stay.
was just an idea.
He was like, "Dang, don't jump down my throat."
Especially if Kelly Bishop is your wife.
Fun. I love her,
Uh-huh.
and I think that's why he always goes like, "Don't tell your mother," because he knows that she's just gonna be like, She tells his ass to sit down when
Yeah,
he
she
getting
did.
pissed off.
Uh-huh.
You know, she's constantly asking him like, "Is everything okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's fine." Because he knew if she told him, she'd be like, "You need to go up there and go help that girl, and you need to be nicer to your daughter." And but like, I think they're a good match.
Yeah, they are.
Good character match.
She's a great mother and a great wife. Personally, I love her as Emily Gilmore.
Oh, she's the mom
in
on Gilmore Girls. I don't watch that show.
I-
But I do know that character. She's a snotty, like rich.
I have
older
watched
lady.
many episodes of the Gilmore Girls.
So
Ex-girlfriend, it is what it is.
Nobody asked.
It's not Ashley.
I
Ashley's
thought it
look,
was you, so-
Ashley's giving me a look like you haven't been watching that with me.
So she's like, I don't watch that shit. No,
No.
look at Robin.
It's me and Robin. We've been watching the Gilmore Girls.
When you're not
What?
around. I caught him today.
I'll give you a fun situation though. So Kelly Bishop was not originally cast as the mom in this.
Oh,
She had a much smaller role.
as a what?
I did.
I
know
don't
this.
know.
She was.
Do you know what she was cast as originally?
I think she. Oh, she was cast as the big titty wife
Oh,
who
okay.
be fucking Johnny.
I got you.
That was her.
Interesting. Okay.
And so the lady got
So,
sick.
yeah. Who?
Was
What was
supposed
her
to be the
name?
mom.
Lillian.
I don't know. I didn't
Lillian
recognize
something
her.
was originally cast as the mom, and she got sick a week into filming, and therefore
not know
Kelly Bishop got moved up
got the bump.
as the mom instead, a much larger role.
So the scene that is left in there from the first mom is when they're driving up to the resort. You can see her blonde hair blowing through the window.
Nice.
When the mom that we know is not blonde.
I have to watch it
You have
again
to
now.
watch it again now. You like our fun
No
facts? Are they
way.
good?
That's so cool. That's so fun. Yeah.
And that's why we do the show.
That's what we do the show.
How interesting.
Yeah.
They kept that scene in.
Because
They
it was
probably
a big
couldn't
wide shot.
afford to reshoot it.
Yeah.
So, but they still had to pay her though,
Oh yeah,
and
for
so
the day.
she still gets residuals and stuff too. Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't know her name's
'Cause
not
that's
in the
also-
credits, and you don't see her face. You don't see anything.
That's
like
true.
we
Well, that
don't
also
see nothing.
sucks for her too.
I wonder
then
if it's the
you're
same.
booked, but now you're sick, so bye.
Well,
That
I
would
mean,
suck a lot.
that's happened on several movies
It's happened
we've
in
talked
multiple
about.
movies.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, that
look
was-
at Eric Stoltz with
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Oh yeah.
He shot for 6 weeks, and then
just
they had
wasn't
to
right.
fire him because it just, as good as he is as an actor, it didn't fit the movie.
He knows
Didn't
it.
have the essence.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We talked about that in Sandlot. Wasn't there somebody who was sick,
Somebody, yeah,
and then Yaya took over?
I
Remember?
think so.
So yeah, it happens a lot.
I just remember Squints being excited about making out with Wendy.
Squints.
He kept bothering the
They're
director.
like, keep your tongue in your fucking mouth, you
little
little
boy.
Can I give you a fun fact?
About Kelly.
You don't have to ask.
Give me that fun fact.
I don't have to, but
You
I
can
like
just give it
to.
to us.
It's
Because sometimes he tells me no.
announcement. I never tell you not to give me a fun fact.
You say, hold off. You're like, just wait.
Word.
Well, here's a fun fact.
Word.
So Billy Zane and Sarah Jessica Parker both auditioned for the lead roles in this movie.
Ooh.
Bye.
When he had hair, he bald now.
Oh, Billy Zane is bald now.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him as this character though. I don't know if he can dance or not.
I don't know because I probably feel really bad.
He's got
because
great posture.
I am like the same person that probably passes on him for casting. But all I think about is fucking Titanic and his douchebagness.
I mean, he is an asshole in that movie, but he's he's great. You got to watch Tombstone. You'll love him
That's true.
all the more. He plays a thespian, and he gives the St. Crispin's Day speech from Henry V,
Ooh.
and
I
he
can't
wins over all the cowboys.
I can't see him doing the dirty dancing thing.
Yeah.
No,
I'm saying, like, there's no better person than Patrick Swayze. Everyone else, I could say maybe could be recasted. I don't know.
this
But
movie's practically tailor made for
it is made
Swayze.
for him.
Yeah.
And you can't even, like...
Yeah.
You know who else was offered a role in this movie?
Oh,
Do you guys know who Dr. Ruth is?
No.
no.
No? The sex doctor? Do you know who Dr. Ruth is? Dr. Ruth, please, you guys.
Are we supposed to?
Yes. She's been around for forever.
I think I do know her.
And she's this little old white lady, and she talks about sex.
She was on
knows
the episode of
everything
Entourage.
about sex. Everything about sex. You used to could call in and be like, Dr. Ruth, I don't know what to do with my dick. And she'd be like, take the dick and put it in the vagina. Like, that's like her like fucking shit. So she was offered the role of the little old lady in this movie.
The thief.
The thief.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But
I see it.
she turned it down because she did not want to be seen as a thief.
Oh.
That's cute.
I mean, it's
but we
acting.
know it's a movie.
She's a doctor. I wouldn't say Dr. Ruth is a fucking actress.
Sure.
She like does guest spots on shit, but
Yeah.
but as herself.
Yeah, the only reason I know her is because I seen an episode of her on Entourage when
Really?
Johnny Drama's running into her in a supermarket.
He asked her a sex question.
Yeah.
See?
course.
Because she's this little short little lady with glasses, and she tells you about sex. With
She straight up
technical-
asks him, or he straight up asks her, like, Doctor, what should I do if I'm feeling not as, like...
Horny as I should be. or
Exactly.
something?
And she's like, well, at your age, the fact that you're aroused at all should be, great. And he's like, my age? How fucking old do you think I am?
Was this drama you said? Yeah, that's funny. Like, bitch, are you aroused? You're 100.
Is she still alive?
I believe
Always.
she is.
Yeah, she's still doing the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching her on like late night TV when I was younger.
Yeah, me too.
And learning about some sex shit, but
She was old then.
I mean, if she was going to play the old lady in '87.
I mean,
True.
look at Betty White. She's been old since the 70s.
True.
Well, you want to hear a fun fact about
Do it.
Betty White?
Do it.
She is the oldest actress to be she is the oldest. She has the longest career on TV for an actress in history.
Oh.
She started back in the 50s, and pretty much every decade after that, she's been on TV.
And that's actress, not actor.
Actress. I don't know. I did hear actress, but I don't know who could be
Ron
on TV.
Howard.
Ron Howard. But he doesn't. When was the last time he did TV, though?
That's true.
But, I mean, you could do, like...
Does Stuff As Yourself count? Like, if he does interviews? I don't know.
No, I'm talking about,
It's like
like,
he directs
Betty White
everything.
is in Golden Girls, and she's in...
She's in Golden Girls?
she's Rose, bitch.
Zenobia's about to hit me.
My show. I'm watching it tonight now because you brought it up.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go. I'm sorry.
Back again.
Don't you get me started.
Do it.
Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Boom, boom, boom. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Boom, 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 boom.
Now that Zenobia is happy again.
I tried really hard not to sing.
I know you did.
it. You told me to do it. I was like, all right, fine. You're going to get it.
Yay.
All right.
That is your show.
That is my show. I fucking love Golden Girls.
Something that'll make you happy. I started watching Cheers. Mm-hmm.
Making your way in the world today.
Oh my god.
Takes
Everything you've got.
Okay, let's not do all the show
All the
tunes
theme
from the
songs.
80s.
Back to mom.
Actually, we going to move on to Miss Jane Brucker.
Jane Brucker.
She plays Lisa Houseman.
I'm in love with Lisa.
Isn't that wonderful?
I've got a date with Lisa.
Oh, I can't wait for part 2.
It's already in pre-production.
I still say that they need to cast Donald Glover.
I don't know who
Hakeem's
they have
son.
cut cast yet. I don't think
I
it's
don't
fully
know what you're
cast yet.
talking about.
Coming to America, part 2.
Oh, I didn't know. That's so
Have you
fun.
seen part 1?
Uh-huh.
Okay, they're making part 2,
Oh,
and
wow.
I should say that Donald Glover should play Hakeem's son. I think he would do a great job.
You just want to see him and shit. I'm down with that.
Perfect for the role.
He's a beautiful man.
And he's kind of got the same kind of mustache as Eddie Murphy.
I don't like hearing you say mustache ever.
Why?
Because I think you're going to say, is your mustache too big?
Oh. So every time that Zenobia has too long of a pause, I catch her and say, "What's the matter? Is the mustache too big?"
And now you just
It's a direct quote from Life with Eddie Murphy because
it's an outtake.
Martin fucks up, and that's what he makes fun of him for.
Got it, got it, got it.
It's just our little thing.
Love
So
it.
if I take too
That's
much of a
cute.
pause, I always feel like he's going to say it. I'm like, I got to get it out. He's going to say it. True story. Okay.
Okay. So, Jane Brucker plays Lisa Houseman, and would you categorize her as somebody that you're not supposed to like?
Yes.
Because I didn't like her, but
Who does?
I think that you're not supposed to. She's
She
a
can't
little
sing?
bitch.
She can't dance.
I love watching her try to sing and dance. That's like one of my favorite parts. It's so awful.
When
What
she's
is
doing
the
her
stupid
hula
song?
song.
Yes, she's
What
so
is the song
boppy.
she's like?
When you
Malika Lai.
I
really
Really wanna.
Yes.
She's like, oh, wait. She's all walking away.
But she's and then
So awful.
I gotta stop. My stomach hurts.
She sucks. I do love
I love it
I love
though.
Baby's like shade on her. He's like, our baby here is gonna change the world. He's like, what are you gonna do? And she's like,
Lisa's
she's
gonna decorate it.
she has.
that? I'm just kidding.
Oh, babe.
That's true.
But you
I
straight
think
up
that-
went to school to learn
I
how
think
to
that she's just
decorate.
gonna decorate it with her face. Like, just she's just pretty and she's the
Ugh.
decoration.
I see.
From her very first line, she's complaining like, "I knew I should have brought those coral shoes."
But they messed that dress.
Honey, you brought,
brought
10
10
pairs.
But so
This is not a tragedy.
he's like, we had to get a
Fucking
U-Haul to
damn.
bring your fucking shit here. for you.
That's so wild.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to like her. Don't like her. She
No.
annoying. I don't even like her for fucking Robbie. Like, I'm like, Robbie, you can do better. She's shady.
No.
I mean,
The
Robbie's
whole
spreading
film,
it
I'm
out.
like, yeah,
Robbie's
yeah,
a
yeah.
sleaze.
Robbie is asleep.
I do feel so bad the whole movie. She's like, I'm gonna go hook up with Robbie. I can't
Yeah, she
wait.
keeps
We're-
going back to his ass.
Yeah, that's her dumb ass.
Ugh.
He doesn't
Right?
even know.
She doesn't know, but she doesn't know.
Yeah, she's the oblivious one.
She
Which-
didn't even. When she went to knock on his cabin, she didn't
That-
even notice that there was a towel.
Did you not
on
notice the towel
She
on
doesn't
the...
know what
on
that
the-
means.
That's
She
true.
doesn't.
naive.
She's super
That's true.
naive and spacey.
That's true.
Which, I've met girls like that, and I mean, I've met guys like
Guys
that
like
too.
that too, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Are you home?
Yeah.
What is going on?
yeah,
just
you
unaware.
feel slightly bad for them. Mm-hmm. Like, you kind of just think in your head, like, oh,
How are you so
honey,
unaware?
or buddy, dude.
I have my moments. I guess I shouldn't talk.
You're smarter than the average bear.
At least this dumb bear in
This
the movie, because she dumb.
Yeah, I would have known
Yeah.
not to open that door.
But like, she's like
You would never
straight
know?
up like
I would have.
Oh yeah.
he's trying to hook up with her right there on the golf course.
Yeah.
She gets upset and like throws
Yeah.
this little tantrum and is like, I don't hear an apology, Robbie. He's like, bitch, he doesn't owe you one.
Well, he probably like got a little aggressive and she told him to
For
stop.
sure he did.
You do if you're like ravaging my clothing and I'm like, okay, all right, stop it. I thought we were just gonna make out over here.
Yeah,
Then
but
yes, you do owe me an apology.
Expecting an apology from a guy like that,
No.
you can't expect it. He's an
I'm
asshole.
surprised if any man apologizes to me. I'm like, oh
Don't
shit.
count us
you-
all out. I apologize to you like every episode for something.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
I'm sorry.
Got me. But yeah. I don't know.
So she was doing great as an actress, Jane Brucker, and she happened to make a personal choice to step away and be a full-time mom.
Ew. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm so teasing. That's great. Good for her.
No,
But-
I was totally agreeing with you. You surprised me because I was thinking of something mean and bitchy to say about that. Like, oh God, another one bites the dust, and you got me with the ew. Thank you. That was funny.
Total room silence there.
I was like, oh my God, she said what I was gonna say. This is awesome.
Nowadays, she still does audition every once in a while if she sees a part that she's interested in. But for the most part, she doesn't chase after the career anymore.
She married to
She's
money?
still living in LA. Not necessarily. She's married to a photographer.
Oh, okay.
He's a successful photographer.
Cute.
Um,
Do we know who?
Brian O'Connor.
Oh, Brian O'Connor.
Brian,
Yeah.
Not that Brian O'Connor from Fast and Furious.
Oh, that is what his name.
And now Ashley's sad.
Oh.
No. Brian Edward O'Connor was her first husband. They have one child together, and they divorced in '93. She then married Raul Vega, and I believe he is the photographer who she is still married to.
Okay.
But every once in a while, she'll audition for some things, and she works with some improv groups and stuff nowadays
That's
as well.
cute.
So, Jane,
Fun.
I really wanna. No. I don't know what she says.
She's so bouncy.
I don't know.
She doesn't.
She's so stiff. She has no. Baby got all of the dancing from the mama.
From
I think she
yeah.
gets this
She
from
got
me.
that from me.
Who she also was a Antoinette Perry nominee.
Who was?
The mom
Oh, Kelly
and
Bishop?
the dad in this were both Antoinette Perry Award winners. Which, if you didn't know,
That's
means
the
the
Tony.
Tonys. That is the correct name for the Tonys.
And the Tonys were named after.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, you know.
Go see our Dream
No,
Girls episode.
no.
We learned a lot. I learned a lot of fun facts on this.
Dude, we
I
learned
feel
so
like
much
I'm
about
so enlightened about
Our
shit.
business.
I like it.
It's fun. All right.
Every week, I become a better filmmaker
Yes.
and a better drinker.
I just want, if
And
I'm
better
ever in
chef.
any of your movies, I want you to send me a mixtape of whatever songs my characters are supposed to be listening to. That's what I want.
That's so fun.
We
talked
I
about that
like
last week with
Richard
Days and-
Linklater does that.
Yeah, and Dazed and Confused. That's what he did to them. He gave them all cool mixtapes.
Excuse me. God. So, another sleazeball in this movie is Jack Weston.
Jack Weston.
Actually, I don't know if I would call him a sleazeball, but he has some...
Oh, that's the owner?
Yeah, this is Max. Max Kellerman. Or
I'm gonna say
should we
yes.
talk about Neil first?
I'm going to
the
say...
son.
Grandson.
Grandson.
I'm going to say that he is sleazy because he told his people to
Yeah.
the
take the
dogs out.
daughters out and even take the fucking ugly daughters out.
Yeah, he's kind of...
You know, he's
He's a chauvinistic businessman.
Yeah.
He wants that money.
He wants that money. He wants the people to come back year after year. And if the daughters aren't happy,
They
he knows that
don't
they
wanna come
won't.
back. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I understand. He is that stereotypical Jew that we talk about that only thinks about the money and not really necessarily the family. Because, like he says, you know, we lived through this and we lived through the Depression and the year where we didn't have this and we didn't have that. But kids are not going to want to come down here and, like, hang out with their families anymore, which I totally would. I've gone on cruises with my families, which is like a resort but on water. And I just don't like his character. I just
Well-
don't like it.
Jack Weston is a lifelong actor.
Yeah.
He's a journeyman actor.
Take
He
a
has he has more credits than anybody in this movie.
He's been out of it the longest, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the man was born in 1924. He passed away in 1996.
Holy shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
So he had a long career and a fairly long life.
He does a good job. I do
yeah.
like to see where he does like the little soft shoe dance with like the guy.
That's really cool. This was one of his last movies. He something I should mention beforehand is he played a role called Carlino in Wait Until Dark, where it's a Audrey Hepburn movie where
Okay.
him and Alan Arkin are kind of like terrorizing her. He played a lot of bad guys in his early career.
Ooh. What's it called again?
Oh.
Wait Until Dark.
We're gonna have to see that. That
Yeah.
sounds good.
And oddly enough, his last role, he played a bad guy as well. He was
In the
Oscar in Short Circuit 2.
Oh,
Do you know?
He's
You
the
guys have seen
sequel.
the movie. You've never seen Short Circuit? Oh, it's so good.
Not even the first one?
I don't think so.
Second one, I can't really remember the second one.
Mr.
but yeah.
Johnny 5.
No. No.
He becomes an
No.
actual citizen.
Yeah.
So this is who was it? Steve Gutenberg was the
Oh yeah. He was like the like
tech guy
sidekick
that
or
like
whatever.
created him.
and the chick. Who's the chick?
I don't remember her name. She was in the
Yeah.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Excuse me.
It's the soda water.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Alright.
We haven't burped on this podcast in a while.
Oh, we haven't?
No.
That's not true. We had like a couple with fucking.
Not like we used to. When we first started, there was a lot of burps.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
We just couldn't handle the drinking. Now we're professional drunks. This
We're-
is perfect. We good.
We're learning how to be functional drunks.
That's why I take notes, man.
Good.
Drunk Zenobia would not remember any of this stuff.
Well, Snoring Robin.
Yep.
Jack Weston played Oscar Baldwin in his last movie, Short Circuit 2, in 1989. In this movie, he plays a jewel thief. Johnny Five is a computer, but he's like the first like artificial intelligence like robot.
J5.
Do the J5.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Finish your story.
But dude, that is one of my favorite like inspirational like chase scenes of any movie I've ever seen. Because you've got that 80s I Need a Hero song
I need a
playing
That's a good song.
as the machine is like chasing down Jack Weston with all these like jewels and stuff, and it's a straight up action sequence.
That's fun.
It's a lot of fun. I gotta show you this
Yeah.
clip
Well, I
afterwards.
should just watch the whole movie.
You would enjoy it.
Yeah.
Very much so. Sadly, though, Jack Weston has passed away in 1996.
So he lived into the 90s, though.
Yeah. You know, that's 71, 72 years old, which isn't
And he was
too
acting
old.
all the way up till the end there. Huh?
Yeah. He retired, I guess you can say, in 1989. Yeah. So he was 71 when he passed away in New York City. Born in Cleveland, Ohio.
Ohio.
A lot of actors came out of Ohio. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
actors come out of Ohio.
Okay.
This is getting to me. I'm sorry.
You want a fun fact?
Done.
Throw me a fun fact.
Here's a fun fact.
FF.
Ooh, there's an FF for you. The resort that is featured in this movie,
The Catskills Farm or whatever.
you can go there. It's still there.
It's in the Catskills.
And 3 weekends out of the year is a Dirty Dancing weekend.
No, there's
Really?
not.
Where you can go and you can get public dance lessons together, group dance lessons. You could do a scavenger hunt.
What?
There is a watermelon tossing contest.
Of course
Yes.
there is. I carried
A lot of more
watermelon.
fun games. Plus, they do the screening.
Can we
of
talk
the
about the
movie.
watermelon real quick?
Yes.
So.
Were those real?
Yes. So.
He did
Here's a
amazing.
mother-
God.
The whole time
So-
I watched it, I was like, those aren't real.
No, I'm gonna put you guys up
He
on some
handles
knowledge.
them so
Shout
well.
out to my sister for noticing this, Selena, because
editing
she brought
this
my
out.
eyes to this. No, you are not. So if you notice, these watermelons are very
They're shiny.
elongated.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
they're
long.
longer than round.
Yeah.
This is how watermelons used to be before we got a hold of them and started altering shit.
Yeah.
So these seedless watermelons and all this. When's the last time you had a watermelon with seeds, like straight up black seeds?
Oh,
in
but,
there?
but the watermelon we had a few black ones, but they were mainly white.
Exactly.
But this watermelon was also one of those tiny watermelons.
You don't
we
see
don't have a
these
French for a
giant
big one.
watermelons anymore because they're it's like corn. It's virtually like gone.
It's fake.
Yeah, this is how actual watermelons used to grow. And so I just
I
wanted to
remember
point
them
that
being
out.
I remember them being longer.
I
Yeah.
do
Like
say
that.
that him pushing the fucking door open with his ass,
With those
dropping
Dude,
the
watermelons.
watermelon,
almost dropping
and
those
catching the
watermelons. That was so
watermelon.
He
good.
caught them how many times?
Like
He kept-
3 or 4 times.
and those are heavy.
Those
Those,
are
are
heavy.
big A watermelons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like he was like, "You want to go dance?" And he like shakes him like titties.
You can
Funny.
cuss on this, by the way.
I don't swear, you guys.
Nice.
Get the fuck out of here!
I
We
don't care
say
if anyone else does.
shit
I
on
teach
this podcast.
3-year-olds, yeah.
They ain't gonna listen to
They're not
this.
gonna
They
watch
shouldn't
this.
be.
I know, but it's part of my lingo now. I say things like whoopsie doodles.
Oh, fork. You like that?
Fork. fork.
Like a good place.
I just want to watch the Good Place
Like a
now.
good place. You're like, oh, fork.
You basic.
Fudge.
So good. Yeah.
You're basic. I love that show.
So good.
Such a good show.
Oh, sure.
Do you guys want another fun fact?
Sure.
This movie was the first VHS to get 1 million sales.
Whoa. Wait, 1 million sold or
Sold.
1 million in sales?
Sold 1 million of them.
Wow.
Like McDonald's, over 55 million
Yeah,
served
and counting.
and counting.
Because Dirty
Wow.
Dancing is a huge cult classic,
Oh yeah.
and people are buying it all the time.
That's wild.
So yeah, if you can even think about how VHSs are nothing now, but at one point was fucking the Netflix of the thing, and we fucking people had to physically go out,
Go to Blockbuster.
go to Blockbuster and buy
or
this.
Hollywood Video.
Go to Walmart and go get it out of the bins or whatever you got to do to go get these
Even
movies.
before then.
I even had a separate rewinder.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice.
She was fancy.
we did have one of those, and it was like shaped like a car.
Yeah.
and you
I
put
had
it
the
in.
car one.
Yeah.
Yes.
No?
Nah,
We fancy, yeah, we fancy.
I had a pencil. We just wound
What?
it back.
Those are for cassette tape.
Yes, but it
Ooh.
works. It works for
VHSs?
VHSs as well. Every once in a while, you know how the VHS player used to eat the tape?
Yeah.
And so you would flip the lid over.
Yeah.
And in order to actually
You had to wind it
correctly
back
wind
in.
it up, you just got to angle a pencil with the
Wind
eraser
it.
side pointed in and turn it that way.
Huh.
But you got to keep it in there like that.
That is interesting.
Look at it, a life hack that we can't even fucking use anymore. Null and void.
Oh.
That's a good one. Just in
Yeah.
case we go back in time. That's a good one.
Gotta go back in time.
Oh my god.
Bennett.
Time. Don't even get me started.
Okay,
I
okay.
can't wait.
So Cynthia Rhodes plays Penny.
Oh, she's such a good.
Oh, I like
She
Penny.
was great.
Can I tell you a fun
so
fact about her?
good.
Yes, you can.
She was the very first person cast in this movie.
Really?
Wow.
Huh?
Why? How?
Probably because she's
I
such
mean,
a great
she's
dancer.
amazing, and she looks.
Yeah, they were
great.
like, we need a hot bitch. We need someone who can dance. So for her being first, I mean, she was before Swayze.
Yeah,
They hadn't even
Oh.
got him.
Crazy Swayze.
Yeah.
that's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's super fun.
Yeah.
Good for
so,
her.
Yeah. They're like, we want her. We'll just build everything around her.
I loved her too.
I
She
loved
did
her, too.
such a great job, and she's such a good dancer. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
So
I
much.
kind of
energy.
want to know how much she weighed at that time because
2
Swayze
pounds.
lifts her like she's nothing.
But he's a dancer.
He is a dancer and he's very trained on how to do
Yeah.
that. And like,
He's been tossing girls since he was 12.
but like lifting
Probably
her
younger.
versus lifting Jennifer Grey is a little different. And I wonder if that's because she's a dancer and she knows how to
help.
move her
Yeah.
body and how
Yeah.
to help
Hold
him.
herself, yeah.
But it feels like he's not even like lifting anything. She's
Yeah.
like light as a feather when she's up there.
She
So
looks
beautiful.
Yeah.
She is super
And like
light.
her back bends so freaking far.
she's
She's
so
a
when
dancer.
he
flexible.
lifts her.
But not
What?
every dancer is that flexible.
No, I'm
No.
saying no. I understand that, but what he's saying is like her weight. It doesn't matter. It does and it doesn't matter
Back
because
then, I guess it mattered.
because she's a dancer and he's a dancer. Like we said, he's probably been doing this forever, and she's probably been doing it forever.
Yeah, she's
So
from
she
Nashville.
knows-
She's from
she
music,
knows how to
town.
tense up parts of her bodies to help him so it doesn't feel as heavy to hold her own weight in certain spots.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming she took ballet because she can do that, and also there's parts of her bodies that are very relaxed and very flexible at the same time.
I mean, at the end when we see her dancing with the band instructor, you know, she's just doing her regular shit. She's not out
She's
there
just
trying
having
to
fun with-
rocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know what her training is. It doesn't necessarily have to be ballet.
No, I do know
No.
she was in Flashdance as well.
Oh, cute.
The choreographer who did this also did Flashdance.
Nice.
And they didn't want they wanted to find good dancers so they wouldn't have to use doubles like they did in Flashdance.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
extremely noticeable in some scenes that you look at it now. You're like, that's a dude in a wig. That's not even a bitch. It legit is a dude in a wig. That's not even a joke.
Flashdance is what you're
Yeah,
talking about?
the audition when she's like doing a bunch of like
Yeah.
flips and stuff like that. That's a dude in a wig. That's not even her. That's not even a chick.
I mean, Tarantino in Kill Bill, when she fights the Crazy 88, it's clearly a dude in a wig.
But yeah, I get that. But
he put it in silhouettes.
yeah, find me a dude. Find me a girl that can do it.
Yeah.
Why can't I find a girl who can do
You
it?
can.
You just
now.
look at the body definition and the musculature from her to the silhouette, and it's night and day. You know it's a dude fighting all these guys.
If we do Kill Bill, do we have to do that? Is that like a 2-parter, or is that like we just cram it into one?
I don't know. What do you think, people? Hit us up at
Cocktail.
lightskimcocktailnoes
Hit
at
'em in the
gmail.com.
The DM. I love her. You're so funny. So Cynthia, she is gorgeous.
Yes, she is.
She is so gorgeous that they had to ugly her up for her, like, you know, for being sick and
Oh yeah, that makes
Word.
sense.
because she looked too beautiful with no makeup on that they had to make her look ugly.
I want to be her when
I
I
want to
grow
be
up.
her. People are like, God, you look tired when I don't wear makeup.
When?
Damn, bitch.
What's wrong? Are you
I've
okay?
seen you
You sick?
in the AM. You're fine.
In the AM.
He's seen her in the air.
I got sleep in my eye. My hair is like on
Right.
one side.
Dude, it's usually like Friday mornings after we do this
Friday
podcast.
mornings.
We roll out at like 10:30. It's like, morning,
Waiting
sis.
for breakfast.
I see. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna make it now. Let's do it.
Ashley's at work usually, but not tomorrow.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So I am getting breakfast
That's why
tomorrow.
she wants to drink. Make her another one. Look at her.
Oh, you want another
Oh
one?
man, I am so buzzed right now.
Oh, okay. You got it. I don't force anyone to drink except
me.
Jason. So anyone, I'm like, I'm gonna give you
I
one
always
more.
tell her that I'm gonna do one, and
And
it's
then you have,
never
like-
one.
It's pretty much
Okay.
almost every other show. He's like, all right, I'm only drinking one, and then like an hour to the show, he's
This is
like,
our conversation.
this is good. Let me get
off
another
camera
one.
before the podcast.
That is literally before the Gaga.
That's what happened
I'm
tonight.
drinking one.
I've
I'm
seen it now.
I know. It's just so good. Stop making them so good.
They are really yummy.
I'm sorry,
This one is yummy.
because I don't know what next week's is gonna be. We're gonna see.
So I will, I will say that Cynthia Rhodes also had a very successful career, and much like Jane Brucker, she stepped away from the spotlight to become a mother. She was married to.
Oh man.
She was married to Richard Marx. They had 3 kids together. They were married up until recently. About 5 years ago, they divorced.
Oh, why?
I don't know why.
Boo.
Things don't work out, I guess.
This wasn't love.
But they had a 26-year marriage. So that's not bad.
But it's like at this point.
But I mean, at the same time, like 26 years in, babe, if we're 26 years in and you want a divorce, just kill me.
Oh.
That's because he's never gonna find anyone else. You'll be fine.
You'll
don't-
be fine.
Don't you kill yourself. You be fine.
Just kill me.
She's gonna cry.
I know. We're joking. Oh my god, we're joking. Okay.
Well, she stepped away and she does not audition. She is a full-time mother. That's what her life, that's the choice that she made.
Good for
And I
her.
want to say she's up there in Highland Park.
Good for
Oh,
her.
so
She's
she
doing her
lives in a
thing.
nice area.
Mm-hmm.
I got a fun fact for you. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The lake scene.
Yes.
They're doing all the fucking lifting
And it was
in the water.
freezing cold.
It was. It was filmed at Lake Lure in North Carolina in October.
Ooh.
Okay, and they're
East Coast in
Well,
October.
the water might have seemed warm if the air was cold.
here's the thing. There's no close-ups on
Her
this
nips
scene.
are out.
Her nips are out, but there's no close-ups because their lips were turning blue. That's how cold it was.
Whoa.
Okay,
That's not
And
safe.
They
it-
Titanic them.
and it being in October, they Titanic. Yup. So they
Y'all don't know that water was straight up ice cold.
and their lips cold. So they keep them out. They do a good job at making it seem like it's not as cold.
Yeah.
They didn't like Sandlot
They did
where
well.
like Squints is like like the whole time. So them filming this in October, meaning that the leaves on the trees start to change
They're
colors.
turning colors.
Something that does not happen here in California, but apparently
Northern-
everywhere else.
Does
Northern Cali.
too.
You just have to go up north.
I got an avocado tree right out front and the leaves are turning brown.
That's because we're in a drought. That doesn't mean that
Well,
there's
they're
a
not
fucking.
in a drought.
There's
Those
no.
leaves are burning up.
They're burning. That's the difference.
They
So,
still fall in October.
well, these leaves were falling and changing colors.
It's different.
So what they did was they spray painted them green.
No shit.
So the scene around the trees around the lake that they're doing and stuff,
They're
the
all spray
trees
painted.
around
Are you
his
comfortable,
cabin,
Robin?
they're all spray painted green. I don't know if that's good for the tree or not.
No.
It's
I don't
not.
Know. I don't know if a whole forest just like died after 87 because these fools put some chemicals in it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But pay attention to that, and when you see in the background leaves falling from the tree, you
It's
will
because-
realize it's fall. Because they don't do that in the summer, which is supposed to be. So yeah.
Well, that's terrible. I don't like that. People take care of the environment.
I don't-
It's the only
Sorry,
one that we
that's
got.
the movie industry.
I didn't know about that. I didn't know about it.
I know. It
But
just-
now I know about it.
upsets me.
Now I keep- I'm gonna
especially
look
with
at it.
everything
Well,
going
no,
on
but
right
since
now.
it's the leaves,
They're falling anyway, but
right? They're already dead.
Not completely.
Because
but
So
you could ruin the tree though. I can
leaves
see that.
are what absorb the carbon dioxide
Yeah.
out of the atmosphere, and they're what produce oxygen into the atmosphere.
So they pretty much just killed them instantly
Yes.
because they can't breathe.
Maybe it was like a waterproof.
It's 87,
Nice.
girl.
Now the leaves are not the part of the tree that absorb the water. The water is absorbed
But I
through
mean, no,
the
but
roots.
I mean, like if it rained or whatever, it would get washed off.
Oh, I mean, let's hope so.
It's a water base. I like that.
Yeah,
That's how we gonna think
that
about it.
acrylic spray paint.
lead based.
In '87, probably.
Probably. It's a lot of things lead based. They were giving us toys with lead paint and then
Just chewing on lead. Nom, 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 nom.
paint chips
Got a
again.
lead pencil scar.
Uh-oh.
What?
Where is
You
it?
didn't accidentally get stabbed.
So
with, like-
Ashley's buzzed.
I do. No, I've never been stabbed with a pen
What?
or a
No,
pencil.
If you accidentally like got poked in the skin with a pencil, like there's a scar. It leaves a lead scar.
Let me see it.
Did you get lead poisoning?
No.
Then it's not real.
Which line was it on?
She can't even remember
She
the
don't
play.
remember. It was so
oh
long ago.
boy.
Meanwhile, Jerry
Over there.
Auerbach.
Found it.
There is something there. Okay.
Jerry Auerbach
glad you
plays
survived.
Jake Houseman. So he is Dr. Houseman.
Do you know why I'm cheesy?
I know why you're cheesing.
Is that's the dad?
Yes.
Yes, it is. She is so excited right now. Go ahead and say it.
What?
He is the star of one of my favorite TV show series, Law and Order. Doom,
Dum,
doom,
dum.
doom, 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 doom. Bow, wow. He was the lead on Law and Order for quite a few seasons.
Yes, he was.
And his seasons were usually my favorite ones.
So you know he played two
Wow.
characters on Law and Order, right?
No.
Yes. He played Lenny Briscoe, and he also played a character called Frank. Frank Lear.
The Tank?
No, that's old school.
Was
we
it
already
the
did that
same
movie.
character? They just changed his name.
Maybe.
How are you going?
But
He's
he's-
a big part of Law and
He's
Order.
listed as two characters.
Were they different Law and Orders? Like different
No.
states?
Oh, yeah. Is it like SVU? He was on one, and then he was on.
From 1991 to 2004, he was Lenny Briscoe as well as Frank Lerman. I don't know. Y'all gotta look up the
I don't know.
episodes.
The whole season wasn't on Netflix when I watched it. It like
Okay.
cut off. I didn't even get to see the last.
They
Like
probably cut it off because he changed.
that's when he changed it. Now I don't fucking know because they cut it off. But I love him. I love Law and Order. I try to bring it up as often as possible. And he also is the Candlestick in.
Yes, he is. He is
Beauty and the Beast.
Lumiere.
That's him.
No way.
The only
Yeah.
person with a French accent in the whole movie.
Dude, he does such a good job as
That's him.
Lumiere.
Let us put up this chair as the dining room proudly presents your,
Your
dinner.
dinner. What is
Yep.
dinner without a little music?
I love him. He's like chasing after the fucking maid duster.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh yes, that's him.
So good.
That's Jerry Auerbach.
That's him.
So, I thought he did a great job in this. You know,
He's
he
a
plays
fu-
that typical doctor of the late 50s when, at the mid-century, You know, he's
Still had his doctor bag.
he's got his doctor bag. He's a good man, but at the same time,
Yeah.
he's traditional. He's got some misogynistic tendencies. I think you're right. I think he does want a son, and I think that's why he gravitates towards Robbie. And at
Yeah.
the same time, I think that's feeding into the story because that literally hurts Patrick Swayze because he only wishes that
Yeah.
he had somebody that believed in him the same way. Because in reality, Swayze's the one with the good heart and the good morals and the good work ethic, and Robbie was just born into the right family and is skating by.
Yeah.
You know?
Knocking up bitches.
And unfortunately, Jake Houseman doesn't see that. All he sees is a hood who is taking advantage of his daughter because he's been misinformed.
And
It's
he
fucked
makes
up.
assumptions.
I feel like most dads would do that. If this fool came in some tight jeans and a leather jacket and his hair slicked back and he rides,
And he was the dirty dancing
He was
guy.
the
I'ma
dirty
be
dancing guy.
like Will Smith in
Yeah.
Bad Boys 2.
be like, "What's your name?" Yeah, I know. He
You
told
look 30.
You look 30. You ever had sex with a man?
Oh.
You want to?
No, sir.
No, no.
Oh my gosh.
I heard you. You said your name was Reggie. Here to pick up Melanie. Yeah.
That's the wrong movie.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you know this, but we quote other movies.
All
All
the
the
time.
That's a good I forgot
And
about
Will
that one,
Smith is never far out of reach from Zenobia's
He's mentioned
mind.
on almost every episode.
though. Noted.
But he's only had one episode on there.
He's only had one.
Independence Day.
Yeah. It was a good one.
Good film.
Well, sadly, Jerry Auerbach. I want to say Auerbach as if he's the longtime coach of the Celtics, Red Auerbach. I don't know if it's pronounced Auerbach or Orbach.
I don't think I've ever
I think
heard
it's
his name.
Orbach.
I don't know.
Maybe he was on SVU, because look,
But-
he got the trailer of SVU on here.
Possibly. Well, sadly, he passed away in 2004. And he is actually, I mistook him for one of the other actors earlier. He's the one that died of prostate cancer. He was only 69. 69 years old.
That's a good number to go out on, though. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know I like to
Sexual-
make it funny after you tell me
Sexual
someone died on
people.
here. You knew he was bald-headed.
you knew
he
he had
didn't
no
have
damn hair.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love him. SVU. I watched a lot of episodes. He was one of my favorites on the original SVUs. So, yeah.
Well, it's time. It's time to talk about our leading lady and our leading man.
It's just
I will let you choose who. However, we forgot to mention one thing. My fault. Mr. Lonnie Price. We talked about him briefly.
Oh,
He
Neil.
plays Neil.
Oh, Neil.
Fuck that Neil, dude.
Sorry, Robin.
Fuck Neil, but Lonnie Price is a good dude.
You did a good job, Lonnie.
And
You got me hating you for decades now.
he did a good job.
Was he in anything else after that, though?
He moved on to directing. He directs TV a lot nowadays.
Oh.
Yeah, he went the same route as Fred Savage. You notice how you haven't seen Fred Savage in many, many years? He's been directing TV ever since.
Ah.
So, like, he directed a number of Boy Meets World episodes.
It's a Boy Meets World. Love it.
He directed, like, Hannah Montana and all that. But, Lonnie, I've had a few drinks, my bad. He directed, like, The Muppets Take Manhattan. And
That's a good one.
he's been directing Two Broke Girls for a while and
Don't
Desperate
like that
Housewives,
show.
a number of different things.
Love me, Desperate Housewives. Two broke bitches, not really my
Not
shit.
as much.
I don't love
No.
it.
I don't either. Mostly because I got issues with one of the characters. I'm not going to say who.
I wouldn't know because I don't like the show. So,
I met one of the actors and I didn't like that person.
oh. Okay.
That's all I'm going to say about that. So, Jennifer Grey. I love her.
Do you know?
I love her so
I mean, I
very
feel
much.
like she's the star of this movie.
You want to talk about Crazy Swayze?
I kind of do.
Well, fine.
Well, I mean, we never have movies where the girl's the lead. This is her story.
Tell
She
it.
tells the story.
I asked you.
True.
I'm
Which
sorry.
one you
I
wanted
was
to talk
looking
about?
at my facts. I wasn't listening to you. I'm sorry.
The people were listening. Crazy Swayze. AKA Patrick Swayze.
AKA the man who
Does the lift.
does the live, a man who knows what he wants, and he's like, look, I want this bitch to play baby.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how he did in Ghost, where he said if Whoopi wasn't in it, he wasn't in it.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
Get down, Swayze.
Yeah. And
So-
they didn't want to hire her at all. Like, they weren't even,
Huh.
they didn't even bring her in. And he was like, did you ask Whoopi? You didn't ask Whoopi? Well, I'm going to ask her. And if she says no, I'm not doing it. And
And they do such a great job
Yeah.
together. Oh my god, they
So-
play off of each other
he's a great
so
pick.
fucking well.
He's a great pick of who he
Wants to work with.
wants to work with, who he
Yeah.
thinks good chemistry
Yeah.
with him. Because even though he fucking hates Jennifer,
I mean,
we
Dirty
didn't
Dancing
know.
was
He hated her-
amazing.
But put her in the movie.
asked her to be in the movie.
You
Yeah.
know?
So
Put ego and personal relationships aside and said this is the right
This is
person
what we
for
need
this
to do.
role.
yeah, and he was right.
Regardless of what I think about the person, this is the right person for the role.
You know what else is crazy to me is that he still had to audition for this because wasn't it like down to him and 2 or 3 other guys before he actually booked it?
I was under the impression that
Billy Zane, maybe.
Billy Zane came in and they were thinking about, that he came in. I think it was between him and somebody else,
Yeah.
and they just couldn't. No one could hold a candle to his dancing, so it was just like, well, let's do it.
So they were at like their wits' end, sort of.
Yeah. So before Jennifer was even auditioned, I'm pretty sure he had his role.
Oh.
And so
Well-
he had to bring her in and show that, she might be older than her age, but she can play younger. We might not like each other, but our chemistry is good. She could dance well enough to
Yeah.
make it believe that baby's doing the things
Natural
she's doing.
talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can watch them practice the lift, like there's scene of them doing the lift for their screen test.
Yeah.
And she's doing pretty good. Like
Yeah.
she is holding it up there. And not as bad as we see her in the movie. Where you're like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
even just watching them dance in that screenshot,
Yeah.
I was like, she's really good.
Yeah,
and they're
she's doing good.
so cute together.
And you can believe that she didn't
I gotta
even want
see
to do
this. I haven't seen this video.
It's so
That's my new thing.
so
Is I like
great.
looking up the screen tests. There apparently everything's on YouTube with screen tests and shit. So
Everything is up there.
But yeah, I heard Jennifer talking about her audition process, and like when it got down to her and 2 other people, there were 3 guys also.
Interesting.
oh, so okay.
20 years from now, you see that Natalie Davis audition? Oh my god.
Ooh, and she popped it.
I know.
Please let people be talking about me in 20 years.
Please let me still be around in 20 years.
You better be.
Right.
Shit. I'm not doing this podcast by myself.
You better not. If I die, it's over. Like you're like Zenobia died, and I don't have a bartender, so I'm quitting.
Rashad.
No. I mean, his drinks wouldn't be as good as mine. He wouldn't go out of his way to make watermelon
Watermelon
simple syrup.
You would not.
Thank you. And it
Either
was
way.
good. It's good.
So, Patrick Swayze. Where do you begin with Patrick Swayze? Born in Texas. I guess you can start there.
He a dancer.
Wow.
He's a dancer. His mom owned a dance studio, ran a dance studio, and this is where he got his training
Went
from.
to a dance academy.
The number of movies that he's done, from Red Dawn to Point Break to this movie to...
I've never seen Red Dawn. I have seen Point Break.
I want to say it's one of his first movies.
Red Dawn?
Yeah. So they
haven't seen it.
they've
Yeah.
redone this movie recently with I think it was Chris Hemsworth, but Red Dawn is a movie from the 80s where the Russians have infiltrated Middle America, and a group of high school kids hide up in the mountains, and they lead a rebellion against the Russian invaders.
Whoa.
Is he a
Patrick
teenager?
Swayze, yes, he is the older brother to a number of people in this movie. Patrick Swayze's in it. Jennifer Grey's in it. I want to say Charlie Sheen is in it as well. I could be wrong about that.
Okay.
But a number of prominent 80s actors were in this. And then you've got the fucking Outsiders, which we talked about already.
That's
and
why I was
that
like, I-
murderer's row of actors that's in that movie.
I was like, I feel like we talked about
We have talked
And
about
you're right.
Swayze
It's been a
before.
long time, but we did talk about Swayze
Mm-hmm.
back in our Outsiders days.
Yeah. And damn, I miss him. I really do. I think he was a great actor. Sadly, he did pass away of, what was it, lung cancer?
No,
He wouldn't stop smoking.
I don't remember what it was. It was something. It wasn't that. It was something else.
It was a form of cancer.
Yeah, but I don't think it was lung cancer. It was like
Or throat
pancreatic cancer or something like that.
That's the third time you've tried to use that one.
No, pancreatic cancer was Jerry Orbach. However,
I don't
Patrick
know. I don't
Swayze-
know.
I will fact check it.
Can I give you a fun fact?
Sure.
He was awesome. Fact
True
over.
story.
No.
Everybody knows that. fun
Everybody
fact.
knows that fun
That's
fact.
common knowledge.
So in the movie Baby and Johnny, they were constantly they're wearing, different shades of colors of clothing. So she is
Always a lighter color.
a lighter color. She's like a white, a cream, pastel color, and he's always a black or gray, dark colors to show you.
The good and evil.
I guess, but I wouldn't say that he's evil.
Oh, no, I wouldn't either.
He did die of pancreatic cancer.
I told you. I told you.
Not funny. I should not have laughed.
I told you.
Not mean to laugh.
I'm laughing because I was right.
Excuse me.
And the song, like we said, She's Like the Wind was co-written by him, and
She's
he
like
sang
the
it.
wind.
It didn't hit I think it's the top 10 Billboard chart,
Okay.
so it was a mega hit back then. And I always thought it was funny that I'm like, that's him singing. Oh, this is so weird.
I found that out like 10 years ago. I was like, shit. What the hell does this dude not do?
Right.
I wish I could act, sing, and dance.
You can.
I cannot sing. It's not
I was about to
good.
say, you can do at least 2 out of the 3.
I can kind of dance.
Enough.
After a couple mojitos, yeah, I'm all right. Singing, not so much.
Okay. We will definitely talk about Patrick Swayze again because we're going to do Tu Wong Fu, which is one of my favorites. And we were
Yeah.
That is so good.
definitely going to do
Johnny Legs.
What's another one? No, Roadhouse.
We got to do Roadhouse.
I would also like to do Donnie Darko, which he's in, and he's like a shady. Have you seen Donnie Darko? Huh? Yeah, he's like the weird like child molester who has like
I've
the
never seen
tapes.
Donnie Darko.
No? Ooh, I might have
haven't
to pick
either.
it.
Before we
No,
move
you
on,
neither?
what's your favorite scene of his in this movie? Or like favorite line or whatever
In Dirty Dancing?
in Dirty Dancing?
Don't put baby in a corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Of course.
Duh.
Can I give you a fun fact about that one?
What's that?
Yeah.
He fucking hated that line.
Is it
Tried to
that-
convince him not to say it. He was saying it all weird and wrong and stuff, and they were
I
like,
felt that.
they're like, we need you just. Can you just say this?
Just do it once, just for
do
us.
it. And he says,
We'll
no
do-
one puts baby in a corner, and then he grabs her. and
It's
pulls her.
funny because people, I feel like now when we say it, like people say it, it's like the quote of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And when I watched it back recently, I was like, that's it?
Yeah, you watch it and it's like
His
it
energy
doesn't
totally is
quite-
like, ugh,
That's because he didn't want to say it.
makes sense.
And then now he said, oh, well, not now.
I kind
but
of agree with him.
he looked
like,
back at it and he was like,
I'm sure they
It's
could have.
cheesy.
It's cheesy as hell.
it's the 80s. Everything's cheese. This cheese is coming out of your ears.
I like
I like that he's standing
cheese,
up for
but-
her,
Yeah.
but
I think that's the point.
She's
right?
Yeah.
literally sitting in a corner, though. That's pretty funny.
yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
You're
guess
right
so.
for it being the line. You are like,
Okay, fine. What's your favorite line of his?
pass. Come back to me. I gotta think.
Okay. Well,
I
you
have
only get a
something
quick
that
one.
he said that I love that's not in the movie.
What's that?
Like he was just talking about dancing. I'm totally paraphrasing, but he said something like, "The emotion in dance." I had to write it down so I wouldn't forget. Gosh, when you're on stage, you are sharing a level of communication without the luxury or the hindrance of words.
Ooh,
And I love
That's deep.
I do like that.
when you're dancing.
Also, I just noticed right now that you brought notes.
It's my planner. I just had that one quote at the top.
Okay.
Thank you for coming prepared. I enjoy it. It's good to be not the only one with a notebook.
Yeah. Well,
I
he
gotta
has a
stay-
notebook. It's just
I do to a
electronic.
degree. I had a notebook. I did do my notes at one point, but it was too much of like me and
Paper
her. Like,
flipping.
yeah, it's like I have these notes, she has these notes, and it's
Yeah.
just listing facts, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah. I get
There's
it.
too many fun facts for me to
Yeah,
remember.
somebody has to like
I
stay
get it.
improvisational. I guess you could say.
I be
Well,
improv-ing.
You do it too, but
I get it.
I'm gonna say, you know what I do like that he says?
What?
He wouldn't know a good idea if it hit him in the pachenka.
That is a good one.
That's so good.
That is a good one.
You asked the question just so you could say that.
I didn't. It just came to me right now.
I don't know.
Okay, fine.
I don't know. Maybe where he's like, "Who's this?" And he's like, he like dances over
Because.
to him, and he like jumps over there like super cool. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm a love man.
He's like,
Call
hey,
me
he's
your
trying to show her
love
how to
man.
do it. Then he leaves her literally right after the song
He
ends, and he
does.
like spins her and walks
And he
away.
totally
Oh,
walks
it's so
away.
sad. when
She's like,
she just-
yeah. And she's like, where the fuck
She's
you
like
go?
so Jones and excited and like
Yes,
dancing
I
like so
love seeing her.
awkwardly.
Yeah, she's like,
She's
I'm
finally
feeling it.
into it, and she's like, "Oh
Where'd he go?
shit,
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
he's gone."
So
I
great.
feel so stupid again.
So me.
Can I give you another fun fact? One of my favorite scenes where they're just in the studio dancing.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, this is my space, this is your space.
Yeah, she's
and
like,
Teasing him.
they put the song on there, yep, and they start lip syncing to the song and crawling to each other, stuff like that. That was all improv.
Nice.
It was the director.
Come here, lover boy.
And if you still don't answer, oh, lover boy. Yeah, so they were kind of goofing off while they were stretching and getting ready to like do some stuff. And the director saw it and was like, I like this.
Capture this.
You guys need to like do this, like, but a little more sexy kind of like deal where you're playing with the song, which is one of my favorite parts.
Me too.
Yeah.
And they crawl to each
They
other.
crawl to each other and he's
Oh,
like playing air guitar and
can that be real life?
I'll crawl to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come here, lover boy.
I love it.
So yeah, I like that. That is not even two of my like favorite like little montages.
That's really cool. I do like that a lot.
Improv.
So Jennifer Grey.
Who?
Jennifer Grey.
Oh,
Frances Houseman. Somebody who has taught me about the kind of person that I want to be.
ooh, that's another good Patrick quote.
Yes, it is. It's Frances Houseman. Sit down, Jake. Baby is played by Jennifer Grey, and I love her in this movie, and I love her as an actress. I think she does a great job. She does a great job in, you know what movie? Red Dawn.
Oh, that's not what.
I've not seen it, but I had a feeling you were going there.
Okay,
thought you
fine.
did it.
Ferris Bueller.
That's what I was gonna say.
I love
Ferris
her,
Bueller.
Ferris
I
Bueller
love
so
where she
much.
jumps down and she thinks it's her brother and it's the principal and she just starts screaming and she kicks him in the face. And she's like, ooh, and she like runs off. It's probably my favorite part of that entire movie. She's like, ah! She like 3 times kicks him in the face, like,
Yeah, she absolutely.
and then she runs off.
He
It's
just
so
falls flat on
funny.
his head.
So funny.
You know what I love about her in that movie?
Mm-hmm.
How much of a bitch she is to Charlie Sheen before she makes out with him.
She's like, oh god, this guy. Then she looked at him in his leather jacket and black fucking tank top, and she's
Yeah.
like,
Patrick Swayze?
No,
exactly. She's like,
Johnny?
I feel like
but then she.
Dirty
I'm
Dancing.
dirty dancing right now in this prison, in this police station.
Ferris Bueller came out before Dirty Dancing.
Oh.
It was 86, whereas Dirty Dancing was 87.
Sure.
Yes. Maybe they were filmed in
Are you
the inverse.
sure?
I don't know. I just remember looking at Charlie Sheen. She's like, why don't you put your thumb up your butt?
Can I give you a fun fact?
Yes, please.
Fun fact. Oh wait.
Can I get a fun fact? Do, do, do.
Sad fact.
Oh, it's a sad fact.
Oh.
Wait, Jennifer
no.
Grey's still around.
Oh, then it's the wrong fact. No, I'm just joking. I'm just fucking with you. All right. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay, so Jennifer, around the time of making this movie, was dating Matthew Broderick.
She dating her brother?
I know, isn't that gross? He's Ferris Bueller,
Oh. Yeah.
who will be future husband to Sarah Jessica Parker, who also
Ew.
auditioned for this.
Really?
They've been married for a long time. They
I'm
got a
so
bunch
sorry.
of kids.
I'm-
I don't know things.
Wait a minute.
Wait, you didn't know either?
No, I did know that. I'm just like, how did you know?
Oh, I was like, did I blow two minds with a fact that everyone knows that they've been together? They have like
They've
3
been together for a
kids.
Picture of her
while.
black
Didn't
wedding
it?
dress.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it a black
that's
wedding
right.
dress?
That's right. That's
She wore a
right.
black wedding dress.
Word.
That makes sense.
Oh, all right.
Dude, she's
That's
Carrie
like
Bradshaw,
yeah.
bitch.
I don't-
Carrie Bradshaw.
I
Anyway, okay, so they
You
were
notice
dating
we haven't done that movie yet.
during that, but I'm waiting.
I said yet.
Cosmo. So doing this movie, they were dating, and after Dirty Dancing, she's supposed to do promoting for Dirty Dancing, but she was unable to do it because the car that Matthew Broderick was driving crashed head-on collision into a car while they were in Ireland, which killed a mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Died in August of 1987. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jennifer Grey was in the car.
It was Jennifer Grey was also in the car.
Whoa. This was right after it came out.
Yeah, like I mean, the movie came out on the 21st, so that was probably the beginning of August was when this sort of happened. So yeah, they were hurt, but they were fine. Not the other
Not
car
mentally.
was not fine. Yeah, and they
No,
broke up
okay.
shortly after that. So since we brought up
That'll do it.
Ferris Bueller, that's what I thought of.
Interesting. That's too bad.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Her nose.
What?
Jennifer is known for her beautiful Jewish nose. That shortly after, not shortly, but probably after doing this movie, she got
a
it,
nose job.
not nose job, and it changed her face so much that it caused her to not work.
Wow.
This is why we don't
That's
see
pretty
her
wild.
in the 90s.
I
It's
didn't
because-
know that.
No? Oh my
No.
god, that's a huge famous thing, like where people
I
are
didn't
like,
know that.
when you make it big, you can't do any more like plastic surgery that's
Yeah.
gonna like change,
Alter.
alter your face.
You got to do that when you're 16 after your bat mitzvah.
Yeah, after your bar mitzvah,
Like
that's when you get
most
it done.
Jewish girls.
She said that her daughter, who was 11 at the time, watched the movie, and after watching the movie, she's like, "I love the movie, but like,
What's wrong with your
Mom, what
face?
happened? Like, you look so pretty. What happened?" Yeah,
Damn.
Oh.
and she had to explain to her daughter what she did.
You looked so pretty.
Yeah, you look so
Poor
pretty.
thing.
What a bittersweet
I always thought she was
compliment.
cute with her little Jewish
I loved
nose.
it. Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
was cute, and it did really legitly fuck up her.
It's the first thing my roommate said when I mentioned Dirty Dancing. the
Really?
other day. She was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, that nose job really fucked her up." I
It
was
really
like,
fucked her career up.
I had
We
no
don't
idea.
see her much.
I
of it.
didn't know that.
And when
Yeah.
you do see her, it's hard to recognize her
That's too
because
bad.
it legitly changes a part
I
of her
mean,
face.
she looks vaguely the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks vaguely the same, but if you didn't know her name and you saw her in a TV show, you'd be like,
She
kinda-
looks familiar.
she kind of looks like if you squint, she looks like the Dirty Dancing girl. You know,
Uh-huh.
she looks like Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it did ruin a lot of shit. So
Okay.
like, if you have a broken nose and you make it famous, you keep that fucking broken nose because that's what.
Yeah. Owen Wilson ain't fucked with his
Nah,
nose.
he ain't gonna
I mean,
fucks with it. If he fucks with it, we be like, what the fuck is
What the
wrong?
fuck
Why
is
did
that?
he
Is
fuck
that
with his
Luke?
nose?
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
He could breathe properly through it. No, I'm just I don't know. Let's see. What's
I will say that I do remember when she was on Dancing with the Stars, and I remember her
And she won.
having.
Yep.
She
Of
won.
course, because she danced with Derek.
She
Oh
won.
God,
Oh.
not what I was gonna mention.
Look, she got all cheesy over here.
Clearly,
Smash.
Ashley's got a lady boner for Derek
I
Huff.
wonder who that is.
It's Julianne Huff's brother.
I know who he is. It's a
Oh, I
joke.
don't.
But Jennifer Grey did some dancing in reminiscence of Dirty Dancing, and all she would talk about is Patrick Swayze, and this was after he passed away.
Aw.
And she started to break down about how he was and how prominent and young and just full of life that he was. And it was just
Yeah.
really sad to watch, but endearing at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of whatever fighting they had on set, she eventually had great love and admiration for him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
How could you not?
Sad fact. Sorry.
Sad facts. I just want to talk about Baby's character real quick. She is legit
Yes,
a
please.
baby. Some of the things that she says that, like, when I was a kid, I didn't realize were just, like, very stupid things. That like, where she goes up to Penny and she's like, oh, my God, you know,
You're so good.
You're so good. You're so beautiful. Like, I'm envious of you.
I'm envious of you.
And
It's
she's like, well, you know, I had to leave home when I was 16.
Yeah,
and
she's literally telling her this shit.
she's telling her, which I understand, that Penny is going through shit because she probably just found out that she's fucking pregnant. And she is just basically saying, like, you know, my life sucked. I might have been
Yeah, but it was out of, you know, necessity,
but
not
it was out of
choice.
Yeah, I didn't
Like,
want to be here dancing necessarily. And then she gets mad and she leaves. I always thought, like, dang, Penny's being a bitch.
She was also already
True.
in the middle of packing up.
Yeah,
she was.
I understand. But I, as a young girl, used to be like, God, Penny's such a bitch.
That's
Yeah.
rude.
But then, really, as an adult now, me watching it, I'm like, Penny, shut the fuck. I mean, baby, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because you saying, like, you know, that's so cool that you're Rockette.
And it's like,
And it's all this nice, cool
she's
stuff.
not listening to what
She's
Penny
not-
has to
yeah,
say.
Penny's like, well, my life sucked because my mom kicked me out of the house when I was 16, and I've been living on my own ever since.
And then she
You don't
comes
be
back
like,
with, I envy you.
Just
When
the
she's
grass
like,
is
I
always
envy
greener.
you. Your dad's a fucking doctor, and you guys have whatever you want. Your mom's there. She loves you. You're
Well, the
sweet.
grass is always greener.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
She just,
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
want that privileged life.
She plays a very naive character that it
She
just
doesn't
shows.
know what it took.
It does.
She,
She- yeah.
to get there.
And do you guys notice that as the story progresses, she is wearing more makeup. She's wearing less clothes.
She
She's
does wear-
dancing.
Yeah.
She becomes an adult throughout the
process.
course of this
Yeah.
movie.
She's about to go to.
100%.
Like
She's
she's
about to go off to college
completely
and
covered
just bone.
up in the very beginning of this movie.
I know.
She is Daddy's little girl.
Even
He
in the
has
water scene, she's
groomed
wearing
her
pants.
100%.
And a white tank top. But wait, do you think she's really going to go off to college and bone, or do her and Johnny stay together?
They don't stay together.
Why?
You don't think so?
No,
I think they do.
I don't think they do.
They end the movie together, all smooching and dancing and kissing.
And not only that, but Jake admits that he was wrong about him.
Yeah, the dad? Yeah.
The optimist in me wants to say that they stay together. But the realist in me says that
Oh,
She
don't
says
listen
that
to
she's
guy.
18.
Johnny
and that-
becomes a painter.
Yeah, he becomes a painter because he gets a dance injury that he can't dance no more.
Yeah.
She goes off to college and starts making real money and making changes. She's gonna be part of like the fucking Peace Corps, man. You ain't got time for a relationship when you're in the Peace Corps.
That's
well,
true. I forgot about
that's
the Peace
if she
Corps.
still goes into the Peace Corps, because this entire trip and this experience has changed her life. It's changed who she thinks she is. It's changed who she thinks that her parents are and what she believes.
I agree, but I think that she also saw this as in like, I can help somebody, because it seemed like she couldn't help
I
her,
see.
and she ends up helping her where she doesn't have to worry about this. She's not pregnant. She's still dancing, and I helped somebody,
She helped Penny and she helped Johnny.
and she helped Johnny, and
She did.
she helped her dad realize like, hey, Dad, I'm not your perfect little angel anymore.
And you're
I'm
not
an
perfect
adult.
either.
And you're not
And you're not
perfect either,
perfect
because
either.
you told me I can come to you about anything.
And
when I
always
came
help
to you,
if I see that people need
need
help.
help, and they needed help. That's
But
what
also,
I did.
she is head over heels in love with Johnny.
Yeah,
Like
I was
she
in
said,
love with
most
whoever
of all,
19
she's
too.
scared of walking out of that room and never feeling the rest of her whole life the way
Her
she
whole
feels when she's with
entire
him.
life.
Get it right.
My bad.
I would just say that they probably dated for a while after that, a couple years.
But you don't think it lasted.
I don't think it lasted.
Damn, Gina.
I'm sorry, I'm being real.
He's probably her first everything. So
Yeah.
probably you're right.
First, yep.
I'm just saying.
Optimistically, I say they stay together. However, they did do a part 2 of this
Havana
called
Nights.
Havana Nights.
Different characters.
Yeah, but Patrick Swayze comes back. He plays a dance instructor or something like that.
He
but
didn't want
it's
to at
not
first.
as Johnny Castle.
He didn't want to do it,
I wouldn't have wanted to either.
but they
No.
said that, hey,
They threw that money at him.
Swayze, you want $6 million for
Is
like
that
a
what they gave him?
15-minute, like, little, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what the entire movie made the first time.
I know they gave him the budget for the first movie. Oh my god, that's so funny. There's also a
sorry.
ABC. Are you playing footsie with me on the table?
Yeah.
What's going on over here?
There's an ABC TV movie of Dirty Dancing that has like what's her name, Little Miss Sunshine's in it. She's like an adult and some other dude, and
Interesting.
yeah, I one time was trying to watch a download of Dirty Dancing, and I thought it was this one, and then it came on and it was that one,
Sure.
and I was very
And you just kept watching.
no, hell no. I was very confused, very upset, and
What
turned that
happens
shit
at
up.
the end?
I don't know. I didn't make it past
That is
the
the
first
right
scene.
answer.
I don't know.
Good try.
Hopefully the lift. I don't know.
It's a different kind of lift. It's a lift
It's
and a
an airplane.
spin.
They do the lift. I did see the scene of them doing the lift in the water, and it's not as beautiful. Or, of
course not.
She's just holding it gorgeous, and water's falling for her. Like in the ABC one, it just looks very awkward.
I know who got
and you're
cast in that shit. It's terrible.
Not good.
I'm out.
Okay, well let me hit you with some shit real quick.
Hit us with the high note.
Ooh, Jason.
Okay,
I need you to put your
Natalie's
2 weeks
athlete
in,
coming
yeah.
back.
I need you to put your 2 weeks in because I got a new
Shit.
host.
I dare you.
She would hate it. It's too much work, girl.
Hurt, I know.
20 hours a week.
So,
Easy.
baby's real name is Frances.
Francis.
Okay, and she's named after Frances C. Perkins. Do you know who she is?
The first woman in the cabinet.
Oh yeah,
She says it in the movie.
She says it in the movie. So she's the first woman in the cabinet, and she was a U.S. Secretary from 1933 to 1947 under President Roosevelt, who the writer of
FDR.
this script is Eleanor, named after Eleanor Roosevelt.
After Eleanor Roosevelt.
So,
So much history.
yeah. And so she worked for all of his 4 terms that he had, and even 2 years for President Truman. So that's who baby is named after. Watch your face.
I mean, I love FDR. I'm not as big a fan of Truman.
Yeah, no, FDR was he was a great president, especially in the time period that he was running us. So the movie,
Our very first Democratic Socialist president.
and isn't he the last president to do more than 2 terms ever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So I got one more fun fact for you.
What you got?
Last fact. This movie is not only huge in the U.S., but it is big all over the world.
Really?
In certain countries, has a great memory in the memory of the people.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
Are you saying that love is universal?
It's universal.
And
I'm sorry.
dancing
Towards the
as
end of
well.
the episode, I just started just rambling
We
about
just-
shit. I'm just trying to finish my facts.
We're 2 watermelon mojitos in.
And I put extra rum in mine, so I'm feeling good. So the movie was big in Russia,
Oh.
and it was big in battered women's shelters. So women would come in, they would clean their wounds and dress them and feed them and sit them in front of the TV, and they would watch Dirty Dancing.
Oh.
So it was one of these kind of like comfort food kind of deal
Yeah.
that would just like make women feel better after they've had a horrible time in their life.
I got you.
It was also big in Berlin when the
Berlin.
with the Berlin Wall.
I'm not going anywhere near
Yeah,
Berlin.
He's like, he said he's going near Berlin.
I would
So we're
drive
gonna
this
go-
truck off a cliff before I go near Berlin.
Berlin. So by the time the Berlin Wall came down,
Mr. Gorbachev.
they were noticing a bunch of people running around with Dirty Dancing t-shirts on, talking about how they wanted to live the dream like Baby, like they wanted to dance dirty like Baby in America. Like that was one of their things.
That is cute.
So in the country, in the world, all around the world, people were fucking feeling themselves with this Dirty Dancing movie. It's not just us that love it. So that was my last fact.
Nice.
She went and hit us with a fun fact.
I went and hit you with a fun fact.
Yes.
Fire away. All right. Do you have anything else you want to talk about in this movie?
I don't think so.
Natalie, are you working on any projects right now?
Yeah.
Where can people come see you dance and support what
Yeah,
you're
I wanna
doing
come.
in this life?
A lot of the shows, because I dance with companies right now primarily, a lot of the shows are private events.
Oh, haha, y'all can't see her dance.
No. Just, I guess, Instagram, but
If you need them followers.
Hit the Instagram. What is it?
it's Natalie Davis.
It's Natalie Davis.
It's Natalie.
Easy.
That is easy. Okay,
Your Instagram is always fun to watch.
can I ask you one more question before we move on?
Please.
We have this thing called Hollywood Close Encounters.
Oh.
I asked all my guests this, and it is when you had a close encounter with a celebrity. It doesn't have to be an actor. It can be a singer. It could be a director. It could be a sports person. It could be Oprah. It doesn't fucking matter.
Okay.
You met somebody and it had a cool experience.
You can't say Wolfgang Bodison because we're going to get him on this podcast one day.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Okay, so now that one.
That's our acting coach.
Where I teach.
But he's been in some movies.
Oh, that is true though. Where I teach, I'm constantly sort of.
Are you teaching the next generation from famous actors' kids?
Yes.
Ooh.
Word.
So
Yeah.
whose kid are you teaching?
Am I allowed to? I don't know if I'm allowed to like.
I don't know. I
Don't-
mean, I'm not
Don't
going to be
nobody
mad
listen to
at you.
us.
I never. It's like I never signed anything, but I also don't want to be like. Oh, blah, 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 blah,
Well, you
know?
don't have to give the name of your dance company that you're teaching at, so that one will come out and like hang out and wait for
Okay,
these
true,
celebrities.
true.
So
Okay, so people that I've seen come through would be like Hillary Duff and her sister Missy. I can't think of her name, but she's on.
Missy
like,
Elliott?
No, from another.
I
Does
knew you
Missy
were gonna
Elliott
say
have
that.
kids?
I don't know, but you got me real excited.
Sorry. No,
Ooh.
Missy's from another period.
Okay.
And, Christina Applegate, because the two of them did
her.
Up
Okay.
All Night. Nicole Kidman's kid was there for a while. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are there.
Ooh.
You see me?
Don't tell Ashley.
Every week. They're so cool. They're really cool people.
Nice.
But yeah, there's like loads of celebrities that come through.
I'll take that. Mila and Ashton are actually really cool.
That is the best thing you just said.
I have like a Christmas card of them. Like their daughter that I teach was so excited this past holiday season to give me this Christmas gift, and she took the card out of the gift, opened it, took it out of the envelope, was like, "Look, there's a picture of me in here." And I was like, "You're great."
You're like, I don't want a picture of you. I want your parents.
They were in it too.
Oh, okay. It was worth it.
Yeah, and she signed it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
so you have
really
an
sweet.
autographed Christmas picture. You're part of their Christmas list.
I am.
Holy
I
shit.
am. I love.
That's cool.
They're lovely. They're lovely people.
I really like this close encounter. This was a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, then I need you to tell me whenever these dance recitals are. And
You
we will
cannot
come-
crash the
Why
dance
can't I
recitals.
crash? I don't know if you know this, but I've crashed weddings, funerals, I've crashed parties. I've been crashing shit.
It's actually funny because Jimmy Kimmel's kid danced with us for a while, and he was there at the recital, and his daughter did not dance. She like sat on the side of the stage and cried.
Ah!
Oh,
And then
poor
he
thing.
put that on his show and was like, "Look at this."
He's like, look at this daughter who doesn't want to fucking. Oh, that's my daughter.
Yeah.
Of all the
it was
people,
good, though. It's
there's a
funny.
number of ties to Jimmy Kimmel. You know, our improv coach still like does skits on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Yeah.
Oh, we can say his name,
Jim
Jim
Neeb.
Neeb.
I need you to get me
My
on
dude.
a Jimmy Kimmel / Justin
I
Timberlake
love
skit.
Jimmy.
Justin Timberlake, please.
That's all I want.
Me
That's all I
too.
want.
Me too.
All right. Well, thank you for your close encounter, Hollywood close encounters. I always like to hear some good ones. So, you know what time it is.
I don't know what time it is.
Dang, don't say it like that, like you're not happy to.
I'm happy, but fuck, I'm kind of buzzed still. I don't know how good this scene's gonna turn out.
Oh, the scene.
We
Okay,
gotta
well,
do this. Yeah.
well, before we
hold
start
on.
the, don't worry, we're not starting this second.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We got a few minutes. Go
Few
for it.
minutes.
Yes,
I
it is
have-
time for.
Z for the people.
Did you just break the fourth wall?
No.
I know it's hard to not look
I
at it.
haven't been doing that all night.
You looking creepy.
No, it's funny because Robin popped up and I was like, I wonder if anyone else can see this.
Everybody knows Robin is a situation.
We know.
She makes
Princess
many
Robin.
of
Okay, great.
cameos.
So when you hear weird noises, she's been snoring.
Oh, we know that.
Snoring.
She'll like put
She'll
her head
be like
right here, like
right next to the mic and snore.
yeah.
It's
And we're like-
terrible.
I'll be like, oh, time out. I hear her. Can we
Okay.
move her
We
away?
just apologize and say this is her house and she makes the rules.
Yeah.
Great, I like it.
So my Z for the people this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a personal one to me. I kind of felt like I have been waiting to find a place to put this one, and it just fit too well for this one. So this week we're going to talk about the NARAL pro-choice foundation for women.
Ooh,
So
okay.
this reminds me of Penny's character of what she was going through. So this foundation wants women to have the right to choose what they want to do with their body. When they want to have a family, who they want to have a family with, these are my choices, not your choices. So in 1973, the Supreme Court made a landmark decision, Roe versus Wade, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of, which made it that women had the right to choose, and if they wanted to have an abortion, they were allowed to. But now in some states, it is becoming illegal again, where they're not letting us have our choice, and men in higher places are making the choices for us, which I personally don't think is fair.
Yeah.
Your religious beliefs do not affect me. My religious beliefs affect me. So if I say that I want to have an abortion, that's between me and my God. It has nothing to do with you guys.
Absolutely.
If I do it and I go to hell, I'm going to hell. You're not going to hell. So why are you even fucking caring? Things like this kind of pisses me off. I don't know if you can tell, but 7 out of 10,
Not even.
7 out of 10 people in the U.S. votes for pro-choice, and they believe that there should be clinics for women to go get the health care that they needed and to get birth control or whatever else that they need to get at places like Planned Parenthood that are being targeted with people that stand outside, picket fences with their protest signs.
Yeah,
even if you're going in there just to get a pap smear, they're making it seem like you're going in there to kill a baby when you're not. It's just something that sucks. And I know that us living in California, we're probably the last ones that if this like went statewide would conform to this, but I don't want it to get to the point. I don't want it to get to that place. So we all need to go out there and vote, donate your money, donate your time to places like this one that can help.
By all means, dude.
choice.
Too many people that have strong opinions do not vote.
Yeah.
And that's why the few people that do vote get their way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we don't like talking politics or religion on this podcast because there's so many people that can easily be offended and easily like take things the wrong way, or they just have a difference of opinion and then you become targeted and they start harassing you and shit. But in this particular situation, nobody has the right to tell somebody else what to do with their body. Plain and fucking simple.
Yeah. Yeah. If I want to go out and fuck 100 people, I should be able to do that. If I want to go and have an abortion because I didn't want to have a baby with somebody, I should be able to do that. That's my choice, not yours. And a lot of states make it hard for people with low income or people of different races to actually get this. Another thing that I have always known, but kind of like nailed in, hammered in the nail in the coffin for me, was that black women are the least help in medical situations. We're not believed when we say like we're in pain. We don't get the same treatment as a white woman or even a Mexican man. So like they're one of the people who are the low income people that having these problems and not getting able to choose because they live in a state that doesn't want them to have that chance. So I feel strongly about this, and if you do as I do, I need you to go to prochoiceamerica.org and donate your time, donate your money, find out when there's rallies, go out there with your pink shirts on and you say, fuck you guys, this is my body, I want to do what the fuck I want to do with it. Because
share the fucking links, people.
Share the links.
Shit, you can reach a hell of a lot more people immediately just on social media and enlighten them to the arrogant idiocracy that goes on that has no business going on.
Yeah. So that one, it just fit too perfect for this movie.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
even though the word abortion is never said in this movie, not once.
You know, I never knew that
reminds me of Shmorshkin.
I didn't know that that's what it was until I watched it again as an adult, like recently.
As a kid,
I did not get it. I didn't know.
I got it.
I thought she was really sick.
Yeah. As a kid watching this, like, I remember seeing her in bed when the Jake Houseman comes over to help her, and I thought that that necklace that's on her throat, I thought that was like a hole in like her lung or something. I thought that she literally like hurt herself.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought she was sick, and
'Cause
like
it's
when
like a
they
red
found her
ruby
in
or
the
something.
kitchen or whatever, and they said something about being knocked up. In my head, I was like, oh, that must be drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why, because he says she's knocked up. Because I don't remember not knowing what was going on.
Granted, this is an adult movie. We were kids watching
Yeah,
it,
I
but
was maybe 10.
I
but-
loved this movie even as a kid.
Yeah, it's a great movie, and I fucking love it. And that is my Z for the people.
People. Oh,
Yep.
I didn't back you up on that. I'm sorry.
Want me to do it?
Mm.
And that is Z for the people.
Yeah, I'm not singing back up.
You're
My voice is
fired.
raspy as fuck right now.
I do like it.
Shit, I kind of sound like Otis Redding
I was
now.
like, it sounds pretty good.
So, a question that was in my mind throughout this whole episode is how many Otis Redding songs are in this movie?
Because he just makes you want to take your clothes off and,
Yes, he does.
and dirty dance.
Ooh.
He does. These arms
Them
are
mine.
No.
I was there with you. But I don't know this one, so it was.
Boom.
Yearning from wanting you.
Ooh. And
I love me some Otis Redding. He
Me too.
sings arguably my favorite song in the world. And that's Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
Are you
What?
Ted Mosby right now?
Oh yeah, he does love Otis, doesn't he?
That's his favorite.
little bit.
When he names all the things that like, oh, she needs to love, is like Otis Redding is one of them.
I've always seen myself as a Marshall. I'd rather be Big Fudge.
I am straight up Robin.
Yeah.
Robin Shabowski up in this fucking bitch.
Ashley's definitely like we're the Marshall and Lily.
Oh yeah, you
of our
guys are
friends,
the gross
for sure.
ass Marshall and Lily. Are you guys like? So what'd you do today? I had a bagel, and then I went to the store.
Oh, if
and
that
then
were only true.
I wish it was not. That
It's
is not true.
She gets mad at me when I'm not listening.
You're like, I heard you. What did I say? You said something about a bagel. I don't know.
You want me to
However,
get
I will
bagels
say, Ashley has a tendency of telling stories like Allison Hannigan from American Pie. And this one time, on
She's still
set,
Lily.
it was so funny.
Either way, she's another Lily. Okay.
She very much is.
So, yeah, you guys, we made it.
Good job,
Do some
everybody.
dirty dancing. You made it,
Natalie,
girl.
Thank
We
you
did
so
it.
much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for having me. And
I
feeding
would
me
love to
and
have you
drinking me.
over for another episode one of these days.
Drop us with the Instagram one more time.
Pick your favorite movie and we'll get that movie on the podcast.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, The Wizard of Oz is probably my favorite.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Lots
There's a
of
lot of fun facts
too.
on
There's
that
a lot
one.
of stuff on that one.
Yeah.
Hit us with the Instagram one more time.
Who would you dress up as? I'm sorry.
I just want to get her Instagram out there one more time so people can follow her. And then you can ask her any more fucking questions you want. Hit it again.
Okay. Instagram is it's Natalie Davis.
Yes.
And I think I'd have to be Dorothy,
Nice.
right? You have to.
Who would you be?
Or Glenda, but Dorothy.
Glenda.
Who would I be?
Yeah.
The Wicked Witch.
Nice.
Duh.
Of the East or the West?
From the West.
From the West?
West Side.
Elphaba.
Throwing up the W.
She's far west than the other one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You would be Elphaba.
Yes, that would be alcohol. Mm-hmm. Green it up. Yeah, so please,
I'm
you
gonna be
guys.
Toto.
That's what I was just going to ask for you.
I'm gonna be Toto.
We have a Toto.
Yeah, that's right.
Nah. Oh yeah, Robin.
And she's
No.
way cuter than you.
I'd want to be Scarecrow probably, but that's like too stereotypical.
How would you feel about doing the Wiz?
Ooh.
Oh, that would be fun. I don't know as much
We
about
can ease
that
on
one.
down that road.
Ease on down, ease on down the
road.
road.
Bum, bum,
We haven't
bum.
talked about Michael Jackson yet.
We haven't, or Diana Ross.
Or Diana Ross.
Nice.
I love both of them.
Uh-huh.
So whatever one you pick, but
All right, well, it's late. Let's get this scene
Okay.
done so that Natalie can go home.
you're right. Okay, so please follow us on the Lights Camera Cocktail
No
podcast.
S.
Oh,
Get that S out of there.
yes, on gmail.com. Get
Mm-hmm.
that fucking S out of there.
What is it again?
Lights, camera, cocktails, no S.
So it's just cocktail.
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 No
I'm
tails.
drunk. I said cocktails.
It was already taken with the S. So I took the S off and it worked. Okay? And then I didn't want to add anything else to
Zenobia
it.
emailed lightscameracocktails.com and asked them if they would give us the email.
I mean, I'll see what they say.
What'd they say?
I said I will see what they say. I'll email them, see what they say.
Oh, I thought you did already.
No, I never like, hey, let me get your name. No.
You should.
Would you mind?
I'll see.
They're
Well, now
getting
it's
all
too
of
late
our
'cause you're
emails.
telling
It's like, that's
everybody.
not us.
No ass, get the S out of here. So follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter at Lights Camera Cocktail
You guys
Podcast.
gotta check us out on YouTube. Natalie's been dancing this whole
I
time.
know, she's ready to get her
And I've not been breaking the fourth wall at all.
Ew.
at all. She looks dead into the fucking camera. Yeah. So please write us, like us, follow us,
On
rate,
all
review,
platforms.
subscribe in the DM. We're on Spotify, Castbox, Podbean, all the stuff. Look it up. And that's us.
I don't think my cheeks and my ribs have hurt this much after the end of the podcast.
All right, well, let's get you unhurt. Oh, shit, it's 2. Yeah, let's get this shit done.
Yeah, 2 a.m. That's what we do for you guys.
Hey, man. All right.
And here is the scene for next week's movie. Next month, people, we are doing 90s month.
90s is here.
Yes. We were going to do sitcom September, but we realized that is a bear of a situation.
Not a lot of work.
You can't cover an entire TV show in one episode. Plain
Not
and
one.
simple. So we might do those as like bonus episodes or something. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out. But next month is definitely going to be 90s month.
90s month.
Hitting us with the good hits. And this is Jason's pick.
This is my pick.
So,
yes, it is.
yeah, let's do this.
Yes, it is. Here we go.
You guys ready?
We're ready. You got the first line.
You know that's a weave, girl.
Ladies. I know y'all gonna be in attendance at the Super Def Throwdown Jizzam of the Year.
Oh, Shazam, did you hear anything? Shireen, did you hear anything about a party tonight?
Mm-mm. At least not any good ones.
Wait a minute. I know y'all ain't trying to play me. I ain't begging either one of y'all.
You have before.
And you will again.
Oh.
You know what? Listen. Let's take that back. I totally fucked that
Well,
up.
also, I called you Shazam. I don't know.
You know what?
Shireen.
I will be Shazam. You sing a song to me and I will tell you what it is.
Shireen.
Okay.
Shireen.
Shireen,
Let me clear my throat real quick.
let me clear
I
my
knew you were
throat.
gonna do that.
I'll do the
This is a
level
dance movie. This is definitely a dance
Oh yeah,
movie.
we gonna be dancing. All right. You know that's a weave, girl.
Ladies. I know y'all gonna be at the Super Def Throwdown Jizzam of the Year.
Shireen, did you hear anything about a party tonight?
At least not any good ones.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Don't even try to play me. I'm not begging either one of y'all.
You have before.
And you will again.
Listen, you know the address, 1030, and yeah, you can bring some friends.
Boo.
I don't need a friend. I just want him. He be my only friend.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, 1990s, he was killing it.
He was cute. I definitely had a crush on him.
All right, you guys, that is our show.
Yes.
We are out of here. We are tired.
Yeah.
We're going to get some rest. We're
Oh my
going to get
goodness.
ready for next week. I'm
shit.
very, very excited for next week.
I don't know what we're drinking, but it's happening.
We thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. Keep listening in. Check us out. And email us. We want to know what you guys think. This is you guys. I haven't said this in a while, but this is your podcast as much as it is ours. And
Except I spend money on actually buying the alcohol. So
Yeah,
it's a little
yeah,
more
for
mine than
real.
yours, but
And if you know anybody that enjoys this kind of podcast, send them our link. Shit.
yeah.
All right, we're out of here. We will see you next week on Lights, Camera, Cocktail.
Cocktails.
No one puts baby in a corner. What? That's how you have
Thanks
to
for
say.
having me,
I'm just
guys.
happy you're here.
It's so fun.
You have fun?